Here we go. Get this thing updated. 1 second, guys. I'm getting it on there. Got to lower the length of this description. There we go. Right. Instagram. What's going on, Lance? Make sure my mic's good. We are streaming.
There we go. Let's
There
rock
we
it.
go. How are you, bro?
Good, good. How about yourself?
Good.
You had a good
Good.
week?
We good week. Yeah. Got some big renewals from existing clients, and then we closed we brought more cash up front this week probably than ever before.
That's
That's really
good.
good. Yeah. And then I just was looking at my leads, and apparently there was one of our calendar forms for Facebook or Fields that wasn't integrated. So 30% of our leads we didn't text last month. So
Oh,
that means we'll be able to do even better. So if we
right. This
made
month, right?
20K
Coming up.
back off 10K, then we'll make 30 this time.
Right.
Right. So all good stuff. And it's just crazy how many different levels there are to optimizing a campaign. And I'm sure you can see even with my team in my back, you have to be determined and continue to keep trying until you get it
Well,
right.
the thing there's so many variables, and that's like I work with a guy a little bit on, and I did some pay-per-call stuff for a little
Hmm.
while, and there's so many stuff that's in that. I mean, one little thing can make a huge
Yeah.
difference in what you got when you're running your ads, you're doing your other stuff, and you really got to be on top of that and know what you're doing, or you could spend a lot of money
You just got to keep looking.
and
Yeah,
you
you
just got to
can't
keep going, find different
if you
spots.
when you're in the beginning, you notice more stuff because you're obviously more worried. And
Right.
so once you're big, you can miss stuff like this for much longer. Um, but I was just looking at I just was like randomly on that screen, and normally we integrate this every time, and we've made 50 different ones in the past 3 months. But these two that we used the last 30 days were not on there. And so we've had other ones going. I would have noticed if nothing was coming through. I'd say like it was 30% of the traffic. So like if they came through and booked, they always showed up. But if they came through and didn't book, sometimes they wouldn't. And
Right.
so um, I was just like, you know what? Let me just click on this button and see if it pops up. And sure enough, nothing was there. And I was like, oh shoot.
Wow.
Well, really, it's exciting though because we were already profitable, and so now it's like,
Well, that's just going to give it
yeah,
extra juice once that starts kicking in and doing its job like it's supposed to do. That's just
yeah,
more for the same amount of money spent.
more for the same amount, more affiliates, and so that's great. Lead costs are stressing me out the past 2 days. I'll share with you because it's just you in here for now. I know Bob Oliver was wanting to join. Um, but if you go to, yeah, here we go. I was down to like $10, and then I started trying to uh, try some new campaigns. And now this is the one that has historically done really well.
Right.
Yesterday, this was up to like $30, and I was like, oh my God. And now we've got this other one that's doing well.
Right.
So I'm getting there, but like Bro, look at the
Well, when
cost.
you start seeing that stuff balloon, you freak out. You're like,
I
what
mean,
the hell's
every
going
time I
on
test
here?
new ads, that's what happens. So you test new
Yeah.
ads and you know it's going to be bad for a few days,
Yeah.
and you're sitting there holding on as long as you can. You're like, I can't freaking let it go anymore. It's like $80 per lead. I'm like, no, turn it off. I'm like, and then, oh
Yeah, I
man,
know exactly what you're talking about for
yeah,
sure.
it's probably like selling your stocks. At least you're like
Well,
they're
that's
like
the thing
sell
is
it, sell it. Yeah,
when it first starts going and it starts going up, you're like, what the hell's going on?
yeah.
And then it recovers and it goes down like it should be, then it's a lot better. But when
See, we're at
that
30
time,
right here.
you're like white knuckling it.
Yeah, 30 means like I'm sure I don't know. I need to see what my actual close rate is because it's kind of hard to tell. Like I don't have it bucketed out clean enough yet since now we've got all these different tiers, trials and then everything past that. And so I need to bucket it out, but I know like even on my worst days, I never close. If it's like we're not even trying, you'll close 1 in 50.
Right,
And
right.
then 1 in 20 is more where you should be. And then if you see it over 5%, that company is doing an exceptional job. Um, what's your experience with that? Is that usually about the range you see?
Yeah, that's usually about it. I mean, those
Yep.
are good numbers that you have. It's just, you're talking about, it's just like volume. It's like I compare it to fishing. You got to go out so many times and then
Right.
you're going to get so much based upon what your volume is.
Yeah.
But I think we're getting some good people coming in, especially if they
We
keep
are.
coming back and learning more and more because you may not see anything on the done for you right away, but that could happen within 2 weeks, within four
Yeah.
weeks. Once they get in there, they love it, but they can't quite get it is, or they just get
Yeah.
tired of it. Then they say, "Oh, okay, Rob, can you help me, you know, dial this in and get this better?"
hmm So now I'm like working on pushing people into the community, changing up the messages to get them in there in the beginning, doing a lot of stuff like that, getting all the events in there so that if someone's really engaged, they can plug right in. 3 times last week, I had somebody go all through the videos and then come on basically ready to sign without me talking to them. And that was
That's what you want.
three that went high ticket, but one of them said he's going to do it in like 2 weeks.
Right, right.
So that's good. I'll take more of that every day. And now that
Well,
they're,
that's the cool thing about it is when you have that content out there, it's evergreen. It just keeps
yeah,
rolling and rolling and rolling. You don't know who's going to see it or who's going to, spark it up.
yep.
Um,
It gets big. The more and more content you have, the easier they close. So like it's already getting easy. And now I can't wait for a year from now. I can't wait.
well,
We've been, go ahead.
no, go ahead.
I've been like also thinking a lot about the content. Sora was giving us a hard time just not doing the same kind of generation it was 2 days ago, but last night it was back to normal. You know how like AI can be weird for a few days when there's a new model. So this
Right.
was weird for a couple of days. It was giving me like black outputs every time. Now it's back, but that's delayed our content. So like he's been stuck on the first few ones to get our process down.
Hmm.
And we've got a big base video we're going to use. I'll show you. But I had an idea. So like we've got a few different styles. And the main thing I realized I didn't want to do is post four like the same exact style, like all with that
Right,
same
right. Just
Sora
switch it up.
intro.
Right.
So we'll do the long form Sora. The long form first 10 seconds will be Sora, and then the rest is tutorial. And then we're gonna have a short form, which is the same like Sora style intro from that. And then we'll have ones from the Mastermind chunks. I'm hoping I can take out of this and they look good. And then we're gonna have here's my new idea. So I think I told you about my partner Devin, who was like with this guy that went viral by
Right. Yeah.
copying.
That
Yeah,
that was see that stuff like that gets people excited because everybody wants to go viral. They just don't know how or they
yeah.
don't know the keys. And if you follow the steps
Seeing
like you're
somebody do it
talking
right in
about,
front of
right,
you,
it's right in
pretty
front of you is
crazy.
huge.
Yeah.
Right.
So what I'm doing is I'm going and searching AI art and finding ones that have like 5 million views.
Right.
And then I throw it into Sora and I change it. So I took this video of, I'll show you the one I took. Let me go to Loom. So I just screen record it. So it's a really high performing ones. Like the first one I'm going to show you, I made from, I think this. So it's not loading. There it is. So like this is a really high performing one.
Yeah.
And I just said change it into AI robots being built, like human hybrids.
Right. Right.
And then we got this. And so I have a bunch of these I'm about to do.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah.
And then it goes like this.
That's neat. Yeah. It gets their attention
Yeah.
right away and then it goes into your thing. I like that.
So trying to come up with some other things because if we obviously it's that traction, but this is all about organic, so those viral hooks are going to be important.
Right.
Um, and so now that I've like identified a few strategies, I'll have to refine the prompts a little bit so that my team can do it without me, and then we'll be pumping.
Well, yeah.
So yeah,
Once you get the recipe, you just hand it off to the other bakers and let them
yeah,
go. That's good.
I can film 9 of those tutorial videos easy in like a couple hours on a weekend because I already know what to say, just whatever I
Right.
want to talk about. But these other videos take once I define the process, it's quick and the team can do it. So I can knock this out in, an hour a week, 2 hours a week. And I'm dedicated to doing like 4 or 5 good pieces of content a day because I'm so done being I mean, ads have been a great gift. It's been what let me get it out the mud before I had a lot of content. But I'm ready for this just to be consistent and get cheaper and
Well,
cheaper and
the
cheaper.
social media is
Yeah.
where it's at as far as that. Once you get everybody on social media, and the more pieces you get out there, they're just
Hmm.
around there, and they can't go anywhere else without seeing your stuff. That's
Yeah.
the cool. And then if you have the neat stuff, then they're just going to be coming, like you said, and watching, especially the tutorials. If you have something, if you're in the whatever market you're in, your real
Hmm.
estate or whatever, then you can see that how that could help your pain point that you're going through, that you're busting your head against the wall just to try it. And then sometimes you can't even get it and you're still
Right.
trying. So if you can just show them how to do that, then I think that's big. Everything clicks, that the bells go off. It's like, hey, I've got to get this, or I've got to find out more, and they watch more, and then they're
Yep.
ready to go.
The YouTube stats are really fun to watch because I've always had to do one-to-one and just looking at these analytics is awesome. Like look at so first off, the view time's cool to watch because you can see like now we're getting 7 hours a day of view time. And
That's
that's a
great.
lot. You know
Yeah,
what
it
I
is a
mean? Like,
lot.
um,
That means they're staying and watching.
yeah. And look, it's like there's a huge boost. It looks like, well, when was that? The deep seek plus so what I'm doing with these masterminds is every time I come up and I'm telling the creative team to go and put covers on these, they haven't done it yet.
Right,
They're obviously I've given them a ton of work. You know what I mean? So like they have to manage clients and me, which I know is difficult.
right.
I'm a demanding
I mean,
man. But like
you are a full-time job. I mean, what
trust
are you
me, I
talking?
gotta yeah, for sure. They all are so great though. They never have told me they didn't have enough time and I can't blame them when there's delays because I'm changing up the strategy over and over. And then, so either way, I change the title every time to make it have as much reach as possible, like a different high level feature. And the content's really pretty much the same. But if I do go into a pocket, but yeah, look how many more views it got. And this is the most recent one.
Well, that's a good thing about there. When if you optimize that with the SEO, it's gonna when somebody searches
Hmm.
DeepSeek or GPT, you're gonna pop up if you're doing well. They're gonna show your video up there, and so the chances are they might just click it when they're scrolling.
Hmm. So I was tripping the last 2 days with lead costs being up. Now that I see a couple campaigns doing okay, I'm like breathing a little easier because that's the only thing that could throw me off right now. And then I'm just trying to double down here so that I just am more and more stable. It's scary when like if a creative stops working because you don't know if like obviously I've made 50 ads in the past year with different angles, and I'm pretty sure it's the angle that's making the difference, but you never know. Could be the creative. When it wears off, I could be back at square one.
Well, that's
Yeah.
true. I mean, that's it's a hard thing to do. You got to figure out, okay, what is the problem? Why was it doing well, and why is it fatigue? Is it ad
Yeah.
fatigue? Is it what is, or do I have to switch it up, or what do I have to do
Yeah.
different?
So this is the one that was doing well. And the way I broke it down is I did two lookalike audiences. One that was of people who viewed 10 seconds of the video, and I had 10,000 people in there. And then I had one lookalike audience or one lookalike made from the leads that actually opted in. And I tested both of those. And then I also added in Canada and split test that. And then I tested with and without the business owner interest because you can do an interest or and the lookalike.
Right, right.
And it looks pretty much like the small biz interest won every single
So,
time. And Canada won if you add Canada, that won every single
so
time.
how many people do you have your lookalike audience? I mean, what is your
Oh,
when do you start?
also split tested doing just two of the lookalike audiences, like 1 to 2%, and then I split
Right.
tested doing all of them.
All right.
Um, and I'm pretty sure I got mixed results on that. Some cases it was the whole lookalike. Some cases it was the 1 to 2%.
Right.
But you see, like so I got my offer right, and now I'm just split testing on how to refine into it even deeper. And so it looks like the Sora video. I don't think the Sora video won in a single category. They're all OG, which is the first ad. The first one did
Right,
really
right,
well.
right,
Yep. But we're gonna refine the Sora video, put some viral hooks on the front, and see what we can do with that. Because the
right,
thing is, a viral hook on the front plus that same back, I can make, 1 million of those and just see what gets the best lift. And that'll be
right.
the way that shows up in a cheap is a cheap CPM, cost per million impressions or 1,000 impressions. Um, because it's kind of like the algorithm, just like TikTok works for you or against you if people like
Right,
to
right.
see it. And I think this is where you capture that value.
Well, is whenever people see it and they like it and that they interact with it, that's
Yeah,
whenever it springs everybody else, and then it gets the algorithm going as far. And then opposite, if no one does anything with it, it just falls back down.
right.
I mean, like I
Yeah,
said, the biggest thing is you have to get their attention, you have to get some engagement, you have to pique your interest, and you've got to try to put something that's going to interest whoever you're going after.
right. Well, I guess I think Bob Oliver said he was going to be on here, so I should send him a text because I have a feeling that he thinks it's the other time slot.
Okay, Todd Spears is on right now.
What's up, Todd? Are you joining? Question mark. Just want to make sure you know it's noon today, not 1 for current clients, Eastern time. Um, so we went back and took the booking links out of the messages, except for the one that comes 10 minutes before for the new clients, because they were popping in the whole time last time.
Yeah.
Remember? So we took that back out, and then we had like 100 something people click the joining link. So we're switching back to just sending the direct Zoom link. I'm not sure if we've noticed the carriers are filtering messages, and it may be that it has the non-Zoom link. But I've also seen, like, even if you just send an email with a Zoom link or a text, a lot of times it'll get filtered if it's just a link.
Right.
So at this point, I think deliverability is the main thing holding me back from the show rate I want. I'm trying
Well,
to figure that out.
what is the process to try to rectify that as far as you have to add
I'm
certain
gonna
things
I'm
so it
gonna
doesn't
switch
get
to the
swallowed up?
I'm gonna switch to the Zoom link, and I'm
Okay.
also gonna try to push people into the community earlier and let them know that they can book in there and join in there wherever, whenever, so that
Mhm.
they're not relying on my email or text to get in. Um,
Well, I
and then
wonder
we
if
also
go
go
ahead.
ahead.
No, I
You're
was
good.
no fun.
And then we did a Google invite and put the join link in there too. So that's like not coming from me; it's coming from Google.
Okay, good. Yeah, well, that's what you want. The more places you're and especially over in, maybe you should put in the AI, not the one that are members, but the other people. You always post something new. Hey, we're going live today. Because if
Yeah,
somebody pops in and they don't see it, you say, you basically do your
you're
thing every
right.
single day. Because if they're popping in there for whatever reason, they see it, oh, I can check him out right now. And a lot
Right.
of times it's just they think they don't have time, and then they get the notice. Okay, well, let me pop on and see what's going
Yeah.
on.
Once we create the events in the community, if you log into the community, it'll actually say there's a live session going right now
Okay, okay.
on the front page. So
Right.
we need to set that up, and I think and then what I'm going to do is send a Loom video that shows them how to get in and navigate the community along with the uh, join link.
Yeah.
And so then it's pushing people to the app and pushing people to that. I kind of think the app doesn't have sound on and notifications on by default. So I want to make sure that's not, so I need to double check into that.
Yeah, most of the settings we have to do from like phone settings.
Yeah. I think it comes not default, like it's silent, I think, on default.
Yeah,
Then again, my notifications are so messed up. So that's kind of an issue. I don't want it to be silent. But either way, like as long as the people that really want to be in can get in and orient themselves, that's the most important part. You know what I mean? And so it's just laying the pathway for somebody who's looking for how to get in there.
Well, that's it. You want to make it to where it's around everywhere. Everywhere they look,
Yeah.
oh, here's a link. And if they're interested, then they're going to click it. I mean, then the whole deal
Right.
is you just have that big funnel with your content. the other content. They're in the spot where it shows what you're doing and how it
Right.
can help them. And then they start coming, and that's what you want. Because as you know, once they get here, then all this stuff is for any business owner, it can help them no matter
Right.
what. I don't care what systems they have. So if you have that, then you have, if their head starts spinning, it's too technical. Well, Rob's here done for you.
Right.
So it kind of works in both ways on, it doesn't matter how, how into GHL you are, there's always a different trick or a different way, a simple way that's out there. People can find it. And I think that's some of the things that some people are looking for.
Yeah, me too. We just can't have the join link available before the meeting because people are jumping in before the meeting starts.
Right. That's true.
Because they're not reading all this stuff. So like I'm trying to figure out the best way to do that. I think it's probably to in every message that doesn't have the link to tell them, hey, the link is coming 10 minutes before.
Right.
To text or check we should say like, wonder if there should be another, because the text might not get delivered. I don't know. Like yesterday, we were having a problem where we were getting like 10% filtration rate on our text just because of the content of the message. I don't know what was causing that. Nyan, what did you think was causing that? Possibly the link?
Yeah, the link.massmarket.ai.
Okay. And we already changed that or no?
Yeah, so I have been working on that right now.
Okay, cool. It'd be great if that was good before the reminders go out, the join links.
Yeah, we're still having a lot of people that come in and think they get mixed up on this our Central Mountain,
Yeah.
whatever, in the Eastern, and so that they're popping in like later on. It's
We
like,
updated
well,
that too. Now in the emails it has the time. I'm not sure. The thing is, if they haven't booked, I can't use the custom field for current appointment time.
okay.
And so there's no way for me to put like I guess I could create an automation that would, but it's not in default a way for me to send their time zone like that. You could use our Woo sender setup to do that, probably. But yeah, so Todd, what's going on, bro? You got anything I can help you with today? I know you're probably just waiting because we had a meeting on Friday. Wait, today's Saturday. I was like, what the crap?
You had a meeting on
That's how
Friday?
that's how you know you're working too much when you don't know if it's Friday or Saturday. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I like this routine. It keeps me more balanced too. I'm like, no, definitely not doing anything on Friday night, which is good.
Keep you
I'm too old
focused.
for that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, yeah. Well, Todd, what's going on, man? Where you headed to? Yeah, I'll try to help you unmute. Is that his ear or his mouth? That's his ear. Oh man. Is Nyan the co-host? I think I made him the co-host.
Yeah, he's a co-host.
Yeah.
Cool. This is the lightest we've had for current clients, but I guess that's probably a good thing. They know what to
Well,
do.
you get everything taken care
Yeah.
of, which is good. We just got to
Yeah.
get some more people in here and get the
Yep.
cycle going.
Trust me, if I had a pissed off client, they'd be here. They'd be here for sure. I wonder if YouTube filters me for saying stuff like that. I'm not quite tuned to being super careful about that. Well, Todd, you're muted. I'm trying to unmute you. But it's fine if you can't come off mute. Yeah, 150 new views.
Hey, on your credit repair, where did you get most of your people from, Rob?
Paid ads.
Paid ads.
Yep.
So you
When
just
we
run it
started
through the
when we started running ads for business funding and making that the front end offer,
okay,
that
and then the
that
back
changed
offer.
the game. That got
Right.
our lead cost down to like he's got it down to $2 or $3 a lead. And so they come in for that, and then 2 to 5% end up closing for that in the long run, and then 2 to 5% close for credit.
Right. Well, that's great.
Yeah, when you get the leads that low, you make your money back in the first month, even just selling $100 a month.
Right.
That's it, no setup.
Right.
Which is very similar to this model. I need to get oh, and did you guys know that O3 came out over the weekend? I haven't tried it yet.
They just keep popping everything out.
So O3
O3 Mini, the high one, works pretty much well, man.
Oh, so how do you use it?
So It's showing on my personal account, but I'm using O3 Mini High. It's
So this
superb.
is my personal account. Oh, here we go.
Try it
Woo!
now.
So O3 mini high. So let me show you this. I've shown you this graph a million times, but I don't know if you remember O3. So this is my pro. That's not what I want. Shoot. Is that what I clicked? Yep. So this is pro. And now we have this. It's already here now. I don't know what the mini is because they don't have mini on here, but I
Right.
mean, this should be ridiculously smart. Now, are they just giving it to everybody? That's not fair. I paid $200. Great at
This,
coding and logic.
yeah, this one.
O3 mini. Well, shoot. I don't even know what to ask it.
The high one actually like works pretty much well for the conditioning part and even for the coding.
For which part? The
Uh,
conversation?
uh, Below that, the O3 Mini High.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this one.
And you think it's better than pro? Full mode,
Uh,
not mini?
uh, it's actually better than the other like public ones for
Right.
sure, but not
I
the
figured
pro.
that. Well, I wonder, I'm sure they're going to roll it out here anytime. And then they're talking about merging their reasoning models with five. And five is going to be when it gets crazy. I'm so glad they keep coming out with this stuff, man. It's so fun. Everything powering up. We ended up having a pretty good booking today. I think we got like 35.
35 bucks for 12.
Mm-hmm. 30 full. I'll take it. We get more bookings than leads in a day, so that's a good sign. Yeah, engaged audience.
So are you targeting new business owners or are you just doing lookalikes? What's the main one that you're doing? Are you working to GSL people, GHL, or what is your
Um,
main
the
thing?
way I do the ad is I go as broad as I can. So I get the cheapest leads I can because there's going to be good clients on both the agency and the small business side.
Right.
And so I just say use HighLevel to replace 42 tools and these staff, and that applies to agencies and business owners.
Mm,
In the copy of the Sora version, I'm saying if you're a business owner, here's the thing marketers don't want you to know. And so I am filtering out new business owners. And then in the one where it's a video, I'm saying if you just started a business, here's the one thing you need to know. So that one
right.
even more gets down to new business owners.
Right.
Ads are doing a little better, Nyan. We're getting there. Oh, today's not the 30th. Let me check out what it is today. Come on, boy.
It's the first.
That one was the one doing good yesterday, and today it's tanking. It'll do better tomorrow.
Yep.
Gotta let it be.
Now, do you have it set up on automation? If it's doing really well, do you boost it on automatic? If it's under so much per lead, do you have it set up like that, or no? You just look
We
at it.
we could set up some rules, but basically I'm trying to get up to 20K a month, so that's about 600 a day or closer to
Right. Right.
700. And I need to, so every day, if the ad set is performing well, I move it up 20%. Ads 10 to 20%, but usually I just go with 20 because I'm not very patient. And then if it's above $20 a lead, I'm moving it lower.
Right.
I'm
Right.
moving the spin less.
Right. You switch it over.
Yeah. And so I'll keep rolling in new ad sets and following that same process. And if it gets to where the lead cost is like too high, even for a couple days, 2, 3 days, no leads, I just turn it off. I can't,
Yeah. Right.
my
Right.
stomach can't handle
Yeah.
it.
Well, I mean,
Wait,
once
yeah,
if it doesn't come back, you just keep spending money.
you got to turn it off. But I'm like,
Yeah.
dang, it hasn't been optimizing for that long. And sometimes the thing is, if it's a really big audience, it can usually perform the best over time. But with a big
Right.
audience, you have to feed it and push it, and
Right. Right. You have to get
it
rid
might
of a
be
lot
going
of those
crazy for a
people.
few days, and then then boom, And so
Right.
sometimes I'm sure I cut it off before I get there because I'm like, I can't make it. I'm like, no. But if there's other
No,
ones performing better, I'm just like, screw it. Let's just go with the other ones.
right, right.
And it does look like the big ad sets won overall in most cases here. Or 3 out of 5. Um, I don't have too many more updates, guys. We got everything. Everything's hit the ground. If you're watching live, you can join with this QR code, which I should have had here the whole time. Let me get this situated so that's about right. Man, I don't know how I usually do this.
So on you do your business loan, do you do the funding yourself or do you have somebody you fund with, Rob?
We have somebody we use. We've used
Yeah.
like a million different people. I don't want to deal with it myself and I don't do the credit repair or touch it at all anymore either.
Right,
I will
right.
do the funding, but um, we got a new survey we're going to give out to people when they're joining in today too. That'll ask the main questions I ask,
Okay,
so that
good.
we have the data in the system, which will help for convert. It'll increase the conversion for everybody. If I can have once the AI knows what they were coming to the meeting to learn, I can have the AI write a campaign that reaches back out to them with that information. So that's the cool part. I need to add more questions. Nyan, I didn't remember to do that until I was doing it yesterday, and there's a lot more questions I want to ask. And so I was getting too specific.
Okay.
And so I just went and did the basic questions I know we need because I know we're just sending the Zoom link this time, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they had a guy yesterday on, Rob. I don't remember. They had two or three of them. I didn't get to see all of it. I was moving around. But it was pretty cool. He was talking about using influencers. And their
Mm-hmm.
technique was talking about you take an influencer and whatever thing, they have 100 plus. And
Mm-hmm.
so they charge so much to show your link on what
Mm-hmm.
you have. So you're all those people. But what he was doing was, hey, I'll give you a certain percentage of whatever that they do all the way through
Yeah.
if we can dose it. So it was interesting to show that kind of how he did it as far as it was all organic. Obviously, they make a post with their stuff and then it goes out to all their people.
Right.
And then he sets up a deal for you pay up front or you just give them basically they have equity in the game. When everybody
Right.
that comes on, he gets a certain percentage of that. So I thought that was pretty cool.
I can do the same thing with our content packs that we're working on. It really is to make it easier for influencers to reshare. We've got a bunch of people that want me to come to meetings and speak to their group
Mhm.
over the next few weeks. But I think if I can do an outbound campaign where I reach influencers even in the DMs and say, hey, do you want to reshare this? And I don't have to give them, I can give them that go high level credit the same as everybody
Right,
else
right, right.
and just run it the same way. And I don't know how much it would cost to do that outreach but I imagine it would probably be a better cost per.
It just everybody has a different one on how much you charge. If you just wanted to go straight up, like your ad spend, I mean, I don't know. I guess you just have to test it and see kind of what response you got back
Yeah.
versus what your ad spend was for the week. You make one post with 200,000 people that goes out and they're getting so many because you can look at all the metrics. They're getting so many likes. They're getting so many what responses on whatever that they post in
Mm-hmm.
your niche or whatever that you're looking for.
I need to I wish you could just ban somebody from the main page right there because it takes so long to find them.
Right.
I'm sure they'll add that. I just delete it because I'm like, yo. I wonder, there's so many people that post spam in here. It makes me want to go post my stuff in other people's groups. I'm like, does that work? It looks like it does because they keep coming in here.
Well, you keep on there coming in everywhere. I mean, most people just
Yeah.
ignore what they're saying.
Yeah.
But yeah, when I first started, when I was on there, I don't know how many times I got spammed. Same thing. You just
Yeah.
ignore it. So how's Travis's? You got Travis going?
Yeah. Travis,
Egan?
I think, oh, Travis Egan.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, he got his whole thing done and paid and everything's moving with him.
Well, good.
He's he's come in at a really good time because everything's pretty organized, and so good time for him.
You think I got a new person in here, Rob?
We got Bob Oliver. How's it going,
Yeah,
Bob?
Bob Oliver. Yep, he's back.
Always
There we
forget
go.
about that audio part.
I
I
know.
don't think anybody wants to talk to you, Rob. Oh, there he goes.
Yep.
How you guys doing?
Good, man.
Good day.
I'm excited to meet with Ace. Very.
Yeah, Tuesday at 3 o'clock, I guess Central. So whatever that is.
That's 4 hour time, so that should be good. I
Cool.
think, right? 4? Yeah. That should be
Yeah.
perfect. Won't be too busy right then.
Cool. Cool.
Right. That's if it
What I
was an hour
missed?
earlier, that would have been dangerous. Not much. It's just Lance, me, you, Todd, and so everybody here is fully caught up pretty much and moving along. Um, and so we just I've been talking about how the ads are going. I've shown some of the videos that I just made. I'll show
Hmm.
you another one I made. So I'm like working on viral. I'm taking other AI videos that got millions of views and then I'm remaking them. So I take the viral video and then I say, hey, turn this into a different animal, like make some tweak. Um, and we get some cool stuff. So I'll show you one of the ones I just did.
Oh, you do that in your professional version?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
That's not the one I wanted to show you. Here it is.
That's wild.
Yeah. I don't really like the transition right there. I might redo that before I post it. And then it kind of sometimes when you run Sora, it slows down and you see how that kind of looks like a little choppy. So I just got to run it again and it should come out right next time.
Hmm.
You see how I fixed that text?
Yeah.
And I want to fix those transitions. So once we have the base, which is everything past that first part perfected, then I'll be able to pump these out. And these should get a lot of view because I think, or a lot of reach, because that's just eye catching. And hopefully it catches the eye of somebody who's interested in AI, which is the reason I'm doing that kind of content. So we'll see. And there was some other cool ones I was working on. I'll show you guys. May as well. Look at the first one I did. I was doing like, I was saying like, let's go I took a picture from the 1980s from a tomb and I said, or from Egypt, and I said like, make it look like they found an AI robot in the Pharaoh's tomb. And it needs a little more tweaking, but I think it's a cool concept. They don't quite look like AI robots enough. And then I said, like, let them find some in Atlantis. You know how like, you see all these fake news things, the AI fake news. It's kind of similar, kind of along those lines. But that works. So I'm gonna try it. This is supposed to be the submarine holes I'm looking out that. Work in progress.
Every day.
Yeah.
Every day. How's your so you're making all these videos and then you're
Mm-hmm.
putting these on your client sites, right? Or your clients
Mm-hmm. Let you guys
so
repost them, and then you could also edit them, change the logos if you guys wanted to use them yourselves. So it'll just be packs, and you can either import them and auto promote my events, or you can have the team edit them or edit them yourself to make them your own.
cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got to talk to your team on Monday, I think, because I think they should be ready to finally launch after 2.5 weeks
Good.
of work. So hopefully we'll get something going. I got the um, Seamless AI set up for a
Mm-hmm.
year. I only got one seat. I don't have 15 like you,
Yeah.
but I'm working my way up. Um, my question also is on the opportunity part for people just joining in. I don't think there's anybody on this call that's joining in for the first time, right?
Not yet. Not
I
until
don't want to say
30
I don't
minutes.
want to say anything too premature here. So
No.
one of the feedbacks I want to give you a feedback because I want to be kind of transparent.
Yeah. We are
Oh, I
we are
put
live,
somebody on the
but
call,
yeah.
Roberta.
Mhm.
She was on the call last week. I think it was
I
I don't know,
remember.
Thursday.
Yeah, she came on twice.
Twice so far, and she's not the brightest bulb, I think, in the shop,
Mhm.
the tool shop, but she's not stupid either. She's
Yeah.
pretty good at networking and getting people involved. And we're in the real estate game, and of course, we sell commercial real estate, and we're actually I've got a high level guy that's going to meet 20 people twice a week.
Mhm.
Ace, he's been doing this for a while now, and we're promoting different ideas for people without selling them courses and things like that. So it's free, right?
Mhm.
So the goal is, I want to make sure that the entry point when people, are referred, that they understand what the opportunity is. And I asked three people so far that have joined. I don't remember the other two, but
Mhm.
Roberta was one of them. And she said, she said, Bob, it's not too bad until he starts talking technical.
Yeah.
When he gets technical, it's over my head. And then he starts greeting and meeting everybody separately, which I love that part. And I learned from that. And I guess
Mhm.
it's redundancy, but it's not the opportunity that I saw on Go High Level that one time that, it showed your story. You didn't interrupt anything. Nobody interrupted you. He kind of lent. We
Right.
talked about this already. And I thought to myself, is there a possibility on an opportunity if somebody's joining the team or you're referring somebody,
Mhm.
is there a way that you can get back to the basics? Here's what we do, that kind of thing.
If it's not
Um,
going to be interactive, do you think it'd be better if they just watch the master class?
my feeling is you cut the master class so you just get to the points, right? And then you
Yeah.
demonstrate. And I saw another one by Jason. I can't remember the guy's name. Um, Wardrop, I think his name is.
Mhm.
He showed the AI actual demonstration where he set up the AI components, and then
Mhm.
the text backs, the automatic calls, the simultaneous calls that come in, and he didn't talk about the email parts, but he said all this stuff's coming, including the language. They're going to do it in all the 50 languages,
Mhm.
and then of course callbacks. I mean, literally AI callbacks.
Right.
So all that's coming, I think.
Yeah, they've
Um,
said outbound's coming.
So I guess my point is, I always like to keep things simple. So if I'm
Mhm.
referring somebody like a property manager, and they just deal with real estate properties and they don't even fool with anything else, right? So when we're talking about AI, it's a lot of times it's over their heads. And I think
Mhm.
Jason made it very clear on his video when I watched it that this is, you hear AI this and AI that, but when you get in these, conferences like this without really understanding it, it's a level of
Mhm.
understanding. It's got to be third grader type of understanding.
Mhm.
And then it builds on that, right? So once you got them in, now you can teach them the fundamentals.
Yeah.
Eating
I just don't know how many
alpha
meetings I
one,
can hold a day is kind of the problem.
right,
Like I'm already holding pretty much, there's no other affiliates even holding 3 a week. And so like there has to be a time where I can answer people's questions, you know?
right.
And
So
I,
why not do it like in the beginning? You start it and then
mhm.
have like a videotape or something put together. You splice it together that shows the opportunity, and
Yeah.
then at the end, say at the end, I'm going to take all your questions. I, out of the courtesy for everybody else,
Mhm.
we'll work this out. But if you could just kindly just listen for the next 30 minutes, I think you're gonna see some stuff that you haven't seen before, and then
Okay.
move on to that live
Yeah, like
version at the end.
a shortened video.
Yeah.
Um, I've thought I've thought of so I could shorten it up and just replace the master class and have a video come out before the meeting too. Um, I'm open to doing something where it's the same thing every time, but I also hesitate against that because a video could do the same job, you know? What do you think? Do you think it's important for me to do that, to do live and go through the same thing every time?
I think your format, the format you
Hmm.
had in the master class was perfect.
Yeah,
Okay.
just
It
shorter.
sold Ace. I mean, Ace he's a hard sell in the first place,
Hmm.
right? And so when you sell that guy, I know that you did good because he's a big
Hmm.
gigantic networker. I mean, he's all over the place, right? And so his thought is, hey, I need some an entry point where I can get people going first, get the AI set up, have Rob do his services.
Mm-hmm.
And all I want to do is just schedule people into my
Refer.
webinars for free.
Right.
And then let's just do it simple. It's real simple process. Meanwhile, you're taking care of them on the back end. You're getting the affiliate fees and all that on the front end. And then you're just kind of cycling them through the same way you're doing with us. I mean, basically talking with us and, hey, you need anything? What do you need on the AI? Blah, blah, blah. That's just my suggestion, because we're doing this high volume.
I think what I should do is I should have I should have a form that asks them, like, if you're new to Go High Level, book for this pre-recording, and then come to the question to ask more advanced session or more advanced questions. And if you're already advanced, book for the mastermind right now.
Perfect.
And so that way, instead of pushing everybody first to the mastermind in that funnel, I'll say, hey, I'm a beginner, and I'll drop them to a video they can watch right there. And I'll shorten it up so that it's straight to it. I've kind of pulled back from covering my story live on here. I think it's good to ask questions about it, but I hate to go when somebody new jumps in, and then, it's like, it's impossible for them all. They're not jumping in at the same time. So I end up looping and looping and looping if I try to do anything I'm covering for everybody. And so I was thinking, I think the video that directs them there if they're new, and then coming here. And once they're here, just be answering questions so that it's never a loop of the same information for people that are on here.
Let me share this. With technology today, you can do just about anything, right? So the goal is, if you start a meeting, right, then that video is available to the person that joins or jumps on.
Yeah.
So you can say, look, if you missed the first 10 minutes, don't worry about it at the end, right? If you missed the first 20 minutes, don't worry about it. It's me talking about myself, just kind of fun, and let them know, basically, hey, I got this at the end. I want you to review it one more time to make sure this is for you. And let's focus on your needs. Okay.
Yeah.
I think that's just my opinion now, because we're doing big volumes coming up, and I don't want to
be smooth. And I need to have it needs to direct people that are needing the basics to the thing for the basics first, instead of here. So I think that makes sense. I'll make a short video. I'll redo the master class format. I can actually still take that exact video and edit new scenes in.
Yes.
And so I'll reduce it. I'll make sure we explain a snapshot better. I'll probably shorten up the part about my intro. Maybe I'll get feedback from you guys to make sure this is perfect. And
the biggest thing, Rob, and keep in mind, one of the most powerful parts about that was an interview. You weren't doing it yourself. It's like me, myself, and I'm talking about me, and I'm talking about this. And you had somebody intervening that was high level.
Right.
And he's asking you questions.
Makes it very valuable.
It was perfect. And he segued right in when you were starting to go on. He segued right in, and he said, okay, let's dial in on that again.
Yeah.
And it kind of just got you refocused. And I'm telling you, you run that 100 times a week, you're in good shape. I mean,
so I need to identify which parts I would want to take out. So that's the first thing we need to do. And then I can beef up some of the other parts. I think I'm wearing the same thing I wore in that video right now. So we can just use this right here.
Yeah, you are, right? Yeah. This is great.
Tell me, like, would you be willing to go through and watch and say we could do without this part, do without that part?
I'll do it. I'll volunteer for that. Because I've got Loom now, so I'll take it out, and
that's perfect.
Yeah.
And
I'll
then
talk about it.
I'll revise it, and it won't take me long. My main push is on the content side. The ads, I think, are taking care of themselves, but I need to go ahead and I'm revamping all the content, and I'm fully focused on getting people, optimizing the flow of the messages. Like every time we're optimizing that. So one thing I want to do is early on get them into the community, and then I think once they're in the community, they're gonna be good after that. So I'm gonna get them in there. I'll have the links to this video, and keep optimizing this thing. I want to stay on a relatable level and never get over somebody's head. And you're right. There needs to be a different process, and I think doing it with a video is the right way, so that it's not redundant for anybody that doesn't need that information.
Yeah, and again, if they miss the meeting or miss the first 20 minutes, 30 minutes, hey, I've got the video at the end. When you get done with the meeting, say, look, that video is available to you at the end. I'll have my assistant send it to you. Just, let me know if email me at this number. That way they request it, you see,
Yeah,
if they're interested in more information. If that
yep,
makes sense.
it
Again,
does.
yeah.
I still feel like somebody who has already like watched all my content and come in, it's better if I can get them to come right in and ask questions without making them watch the video first, and have the video as like a thing that you can watch if you need preface. Do you think that's going to work, or do you think I need to force them to all watch it?
Well, it depends on how long the video is too. You know,
Yeah,
what segments do you really need in there? What are the key points? What's going to get me to act?
right.
I really think demonstrating the system. I mean, going through the AI and saying, look, this is what you're going to do. This is what's going to be able to do. I
Mhm.
mean, just watching Jason's video, I looked
I'm
at
sure I
him and
can
going,
learn.
why doesn't Rob do that? You know?
Yeah, he's one of the most experienced. I should go and just watch the video you watched. Is it one of his recent ones?
Yeah, I'll send it to you if you want. I'll send it to
Yeah,
your email and just take a
I
look
should.
at it. I just recorded it myself on Loom,
Perfect. It was
and,
a
and I'm gonna
webinar.
yeah, because it's built around building your agency in 2025 with an
Hmm.
easy offer, right? And that's really all you're trying to do is get them in the door.
Right.
The guys that already have it, obviously it's dated now because they made it right before the free version part of it was done. Then they talk about, hey, after January, you can,
Right.
use it as you use it, or you can go ahead and pay $97 a month extra to get
Yeah.
the whole bonus, and that's a deal right there. So,
Yeah.
um,
Cool. Well,
yeah,
I'll take a look at that. He's one of the very best, and I always start by copying somebody that's one of the best. He is the best.
yeah.
He's got more people in under him than anybody. And so that's a great person for me to help me skip ahead a few steps and then build from.
Yeah, he's aligned
Sure.
up. He kind of shared a few things with me on the real estate side too that I need to understand. But
Hmm.
when you're targeting people that are referring commercial real estate, it's a little bit more complex because they want to know everything, right? But you really don't
Hmm.
need to know everything. All you need to do is know how to look for something and then send it over, and then now you're getting paid on it. So
Hmm.
it's that simple. And you could just do your regular job. By the way, you can get set up with AI,
Hmm.
the AI employee, and all the different little things that you can do inside of your CRM. So um, there's just I think, Rob, what the biggest thing and I just been analyzing it for myself, right? Because I'm a
Hmm.
busy guy, and just watching videos and taking the time to watch videos, it takes a lot of time.
Yeah, for
Uh,
sure.
and I know you're coding all the time, right? So, and just trying to make new videos and pump the business up. But
Hmm.
my feeling is that you can almost do this automated with a
Yeah.
live tick to it.
Yeah.
Um,
There needs
I
to be a spot where they can get me for questions. And this is also where I do my customer service, right? Where I do my account management, because people need the high quality like advice. That's one of the main difference makers. And
yeah.
so there needs to be a spot for that, and there needs to be a spot for new people questions. And then but I need to, the more and more I can have an automated flow, and I think I can do it in a survey because I believe I can have conditional survey steps. So like there's a video here, they answer which industry they're in, it pops them to the video here. Or if they're new, it pops them to this video there. And so that's what I'll build. Right now, I have a basic survey that everybody will fill out that's a newcomer. And so Nyan's going to share that link with them, and I'll tell them all to fill that out. So if we don't get to people, I'll still be able to follow up knowing what they were here to learn. And then also we can eventually build that into an interactive VSL, which is like of short videos that walk them through the whole thing.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And that can be even much more personal than I'm able to get on here because I can go much deeper into, okay, walk them through the whole thing, start your trial. Here's a video showing you how to get into the community. Like it could be much more smooth. Nyan, are we able to put like a video and then when they answer a question, show a different video, change the form on a survey that way?
It has to be survey, and we can actually do that. Yeah.
Okay,
Whatever they
cool.
select, we can send them another loom to like see on that.
Oh, I was thinking in the survey, we like change
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah, yeah. We can do
Um,
that.
and we could also use a regular funnel the same way, I'm sure. And that
Yep.
that might be better for tracking, actually. We can split test and everything.
Yeah, we can do the automation with like page view.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. And that should just be they should be able to go into that from the main page on the website. That'll be a good funnel. I don't want to block people away from I still think we book them for a mastermind first and then send them into that funnel though. So we say, hey, I don't know. I'm trying to think with
Again, Rob, and I would say, guys like Lance, and several people on this call. I mean, you guys you got a lot of knowledge, right? You came into this, you have a lot of knowledge, networking. Now you know about AI and you know everything that Rob does. But a lot of these guys coming in fresh, what I think is the entry point, whoever comes in fresh, you can't just say, well, this guy knows because he's smart.
Yeah.
He's got a
You gotta tell them the
PhD, so he
background.
knows.
Right.
I just think you have to go to the lowest level and talk to them at the lowest level and keep there until they totally understand, and then move them towards the product and the service,
Right.
and then allow them to learn on their, either do it themselves or you guys help them through that process. You see, so I've always believed in a success account, basically a success manager that helps a person through. That's what we're going to do. Actually a relationship builder. He's
Right.
short term for a salesperson, but he's a success account person, accountability person. So they know that, hey, this guy's taking me through this process. I'm kind of stupid. I don't have a lot of time. Maybe they can help me learn what I need to learn next. And that's what, as you told me this once. You said a lot of people are just lazy. They don't want to do the work.
Yeah.
And
But
so
if they
that's
do,
where
we want
you're coming
it
in.
to be easy. Yeah. And they also need to, they just want to understand what's going on before they pay for it. They want to know how it works to a basic degree,
Well, how do I
a
get
lot
the
of
leads
times.
process? Yeah. So if I can get the leads process and then take my AI to set appointments for me, now you got me interested,
I think
So
that's probably what Jason showed. Like a reactivation is a great thing to show.
You'll see it. Yeah, you'll see it. And you'll know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I can't wait to check that video out. I watched that this afternoon. If you get it over to me, and then we should have somebody joining. But they get the
Let me
links
see if
5
I can
minutes
share
ago.
it here.
Man, did they get links 5 minutes before or 10? You hear me, Nayan? Let's see.
Oh, I was just drinking water. Sorry, man.
Slacker Nyan, come on, let's
You're not allowed
go.
to drink.
I might need another cup too. I'm sleepy today, kind of.
Sorry, man.
So did the text go out 5 or 10 minutes before? 10?
10 minutes. Oh, yeah.
All right. So any second now, unless we had some glitch, should be seeing them pop in. Bob, we switched it to where they don't get the link until 10 minutes before because they were all coming in during y'all's time, which is too disruptive. Hopefully them getting the link at the right time still works.
Cool. I just sent you the link that I was talking about.
Okay, you save that.
Yeah, that's cool. They'll start popping in, I know. Yeah.
I think we should be getting like 80% show rate. So we've been getting like 30%. The crazy thing is we're profitable at 30%. And so, here, wait till we get it to 80. And then we found 30% of our leads weren't even coming into the system, and now they are. So we'll see some big boosts here as we get the final stages of optimization. Eric, where are you at? Where are you located, man? I'm going to make you come off mute. You're the first person, the first victim today. Hope you can turn the mic on, or I'm going to look stupid waiting. Oh, this is our client, Eric. What's going on, bro?
Didn't mean to get y'all excited there, Rob.
Yeah, he's not excited anymore, Eric. He's like, oh, okay, it's just Eric. Dang it.
I can tell he's got a lot of energy today. That's good.
Yeah. The coffee's coming. I slept real good last night. Went to sleep real early. Woke up. I've been waking up at like 5 a.m. And so that's the routine I'm in. We had a super easy first half because everybody's pretty much caught up and launching. And so I'm chilling. Just been telling you guys all my updates. You guys already know everything I've done the past 3 days. So how are you, Eric?
Good. We started our launch. I'm using Instantly. We're going after, since we're promoting social media marketing for my other company. We dropped, I want to say it was like 275 leads. My warm-up campaign was like 98%, so we were good to start. And we've got some we haven't booked any clients yet, but this is a 9-week series. So each 2 days, an email drops, a subsequent email, and then it's followed on by a phone call from
Okay.
conversational AI. So I guess the um, Bland is having some issues with incoming calls on conversational AI. So we
Mhm.
couldn't attach my phone number to the outbound emails that we're sending out. So hopefully,
Hang on 1 second, Eric.
Mhm.
It looks like the text did not go out, Nyan. It's just the email that went out. There we go. The text just went out now. All right. Well, that explains why people didn't join yet.
So my
There we
question
got
is,
first person joining.
my question,
So
my question to
uh,
you, Rob, is that
shoot.
if we stay with instantly, because Dip was saying something about an alternative platform. Is it seamlessly?
Eric, this is the new client session. We got people jumping
Oh,
in. I got to talk to.
oh yeah. Go for it.
Come an hour earlier, but I got to get these guys in. We got
You
three
got it.
people.
No worries.
Jacques, is that how I say it? Jeffrey, we got three newcomers in here. And then I saw one other, I thought. Jeffrey, Jacques, can you come off of mute and let me know where you are? We got Jay Gardner. So I think I saw you in the chat. Is this your first time on here or were you here last week?
Yeah, this is my first time. I was trying to get on earlier, but I had the wrong time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, for some reason the calendar, like the last few people that booked, it started showing the 2 p.m. slot. And I was like, I don't know why that happened, but we do current clients come on an hour early. So most of the people you see in here, they're current clients. So like besides you and Jeffrey. And so, and we got Jay and Jeffrey. So yeah, so they're here getting everything figured out. And then you guys jump in and basically I'm going to go one by one through you guys. I want to know, Nyan, can you drop the link for them too and start sending them personally to them when they jump in? We've got a
Yeah, man.
survey for you guys to fill out. But I'm going to let you guys come on off mute. Tell me where you're at, what the main thing you want to learn is, and what you know about high level. I'm going to show you like answer your questions specifically. So this whole thing is like the whole purpose is me to like literally get to meet you, understand exactly like what you're trying to do, show you what's most valuable for you, and then you're already off. Jay, I think was it Jay or Jeffrey that was speaking to me?
It was Jay.
Jay. So I'll start with you, and then I'm going to go Jeffrey, and then we've got Justin and Chris who just joined in. Is that Justin Uribe? And then Chris is the new one, I think. So I think Justin was already in here. So go ahead, Jay. Tell me, and so you guys just hang on 1 second. We're going to get to you. Nyan's going to send a link that you guys can use to fill this information out ahead of time so I can go one by one through you. So Jay, tell me where you're at, what the main thing you came here to learn is, and what you know about high level so far.
I'm in Virginia.
Mm-hmm.
I have a couple companies, and I'm trying to get locked in with AI, get some things
Mm-hmm.
automated, and make stuff make sense as we move forward.
Okay.
I don't know much about high level, but anything that can give me a upper hand, I'm interested in learning.
All right. So first time pretty much hearing about high level was my ad, or have you heard about it for a while, but
Yeah,
just never
first time
used it
was your
yet?
ad. It was your ad.
Okay. It's so crazy that there's still people that haven't seen it. So for you, I think you've got a few of your own businesses, or are you looking to do businesses like help clients with an agency?
I I have a couple businesses, and I'm a consultant, so I help
Okay.
clients.
Okay. So you can use
Cool.
both.
That's really a great place to get started. Just so you know, like go high level, we give you all of our bonuses, and then you can start a trial for $0. After that, it's 97, and you can have 3 businesses in there with like
Oh,
unlimited
wow.
websites, all the AI booking, the ads manager, all kinds of stuff.
Okay.
So what you need to know, like the main thing is we're gonna give you a Nyan, can you hear me? Are you trying to find that link?
Yeah, I'm sending them privately.
Okay. So that link has a few things in it. It's got a 10K automation checklist, which shows all 42 types of software high level has that you can replace with. And then the AI employee is the other big thing. So it'll do your ads, websites, and even your appointment setting. So I myself, I have no appointment setters. We get over 100 bookings a week, or about 150 just with AI. And then I'm able to meet with all of them personally. So it really changes the dynamic if you're on the agency side, because now, like, you know, once you get your ad spend right, there's no limit to what you can handle if you do it this way. So awesome to meet you, bro. As I go through, are there any specific questions you had? And basically what I'm going to do is at about halfway through here, maybe 45 minutes in, I'm going to cover all the bonuses that I give away with the trial. And then also our done for you side.
Hey, Jacques, on the AI, what are you looking to make your business easier? What on AI do you think that can help you get your business better or easier for you to do?
Everything, man. I
Everything.
actually
Okay.
I got the whole package already and stuff. Still going through, trying to figure out how to get through all of it while I'm working. So, but if
Okay,
I got something that's structured that would make it a lot easier, that would be amazing.
cool. We've got a setup that can let you get AI booking working over voice, email, WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook, with like a 30-minute setup. So you
Oh,
take
wow.
my templates and then you can run through this very, very quickly. And then you've got weekly meetings where I can meet with you one-on-one and or not one-on-one, in a group setting and give you more detailed advice. So I want to jump and then we'll circle back around because we got a ton of people in here. Has everybody gotten the form? I see Addie, Jeffrey, I know Jay, we were just speaking, Chris, FM, and Sharoz. So I want to go through you guys and then have you tell me like what the main thing you want to learn is. And that form there is going to help you. So if you can open that up and fill it out, that'd be great. But Jeffrey was the next one. So Jeffrey, I want you to jump in real quick and let me know where you are and what the main thing you're wanting to learn is.
Hello.
What's going on, man?
I'm from Philippines.
Okay, cool.
So I've been using HighLevel for the past 5 years or more.
Okay, about the same as
So
me, a lot of time.
yeah. So I'm interested in learning about the custom tools that you are using,
Okay,
especially the integration with the
DeepSeek.
yeah, with the
Yeah.
DeepSeek. Right? So basically we have been using GPT. So
Mm-hmm.
that's the thing that
Mm-hmm.
I want to look into it.
Okay. I'll cover that for you right now. And then everybody else that's jumping in, just make sure you do that form. I'm going to come to you next, but I'm going to show each of you here like exactly what you want to learn. And so for you, this is going to get a little more on the technical side, Jeffrey. So I'm going to keep it shorter for everybody. But basically, we have a Make and a Zapier application that I made when I first learned how to code. So I used GPT-4 to teach me how to code. I made a Make and Zapier application for the Go HighLevel 2.0 API. And so you can use that inside Make or Zapier to connect directly to DeepSync. And then you can use that in workflow, however you want to use it to handle your processing and save you on tokens. Are you familiar with AI employee and how that works?
Yes.
Yeah. You can get unlimited tokens there. So that's like another really good option for, accomplishes a similar purpose. But obviously DeepSeek is probably a lot smarter than 4.0, and you can't use pro mode inside AI employee yet. Do you have any other specific questions I can show you about? And then I'll connect with you after, send you more information on that integration. The other thing you mentioned is like what kind of custom builds we have. And we have our supercharged AI employee snapshot, which lets you set up all the inbound systems with AI booking, like all the channels instantly. And like it takes about 30 minutes to set up at most. And it even has AI email reply and booking, which is not even normally a part of the native setup. So we've rigged it so that it works. I don't want to get too technical, confuse everybody else, but I hope that gives you kind of a short overview of like what our snapshot could help you with. And then anyone who just starts a trial or upgrades their account or uses our code for AI employee gets this snapshot that I'm talking about, supercharged AI employee. You get all my software. You get 3 weekly group coaching sessions, which is an hour earlier than this part. This is the new client part. And you also get my software. I think I might not have said, so my applications. And one cool thing I'll talk about here for everybody is the affiliate program. We've got a way for you guys to make money during your trial by referring people into these meetings. And if I close somebody on a HighLevel trial, I'll use your affiliate link so you get the 40% of the recurring. And I just get like a little 5% override. I say that so you guys kind of know what questions to ask as I go through. Some of you guys are going to be more interested in the affiliate side. Jeffrey, I'm assuming you have an agency. Is that right?
Actually, I just work with an agency.
Okay, cool.
So
We
Very
had,
he's the one who sent me the link
oh, cool.
to join
Good.
this.
I'm glad that business owners are leveraging these meetings that way, because it certainly works to have your team come to the group meetings. We had 60 employees in the Philippines for my credit business. There's a lot of credit guys out there. And so they were all working from their homes. Are you from your home or do you work in a center?
Yes, I'm from my home.
Cool. That's always way better. Sometimes we'll hear the chickens, they'll be on the phone with a client and the chickens are cockle-doodle-doing in the background. It's hilarious.
Yeah,
There's
All
a
right, we
lot of
got
those.
Chris.
Yeah. We got a bunch of people in here, Jeffrey, so I'm going to roll through, but start with that survey and I'll make sure you get all the information you need. So we've got Chris, you've been in here a while. Anyone who wants to go next, open up the mic. Chris, you're officially next unless you can't open it up, and I'm not 100% sure. I see Paul and Sharoz with their hands up, though.
You got
So-
Addie too. Addie was here.
Yeah, Addie's here. So anyone with their hands up, go ahead and jump off. Addie, you're next, but I'm not sure who's got their ready to come off mic, so
I've got a question regarding
there we go.
implementing
Sorry, Paul. 1
apes.
second.
So sorry, so sorry.
You're
I thought you said
good.
if your hands are raised, you can go ahead.
Yeah.
I just have
Oh,
a
yeah.
question about DeepSeek because like it's
Mhm.
new and it's being implemented, but it's from China. Like it is
Right.
better and whatnot, and it's free. And I'm using ChatGPT right now, and I want to
Mhm.
integrate DeepSeek as well. But
Mhm.
my only concern is because the regulations in the States are going to be like, oh, it's from China, you can't use it, or they might block it.
Right.
So what should we go like what are your thoughts
Yeah.
on it? And like how should we navigate if that's the case?
I would build most of your systems. The thing is, you can take a prompt and just switch it to any model and it'll still work. It's going to work better on there might be slight differences. But in general, if it's a model of a similar power or stronger, it's going to work just fine. And so in general, I keep most of everything in HighLevel because that's what lets you set it up easy. If you want to integrate DeepSeek, it's going to have to be through my Zapier or Make application, which give you a lot more actions you can take. And so when you set up a Go HighLevel account, if you use everything that's native in HighLevel, you can install it and set it up like that, like a few clicks and check a few boxes. That's it. If you are doing third-party integrations, you have to get the client's logins for Make and Zapier. You have to go in there. You have to attach it. So it's a manual process that you have to add into your setup. And so for two reasons, one, because it's easier to set your clients up, I tend to stay inside Go HighLevel. But if you have like a lot of data you need to process, maybe something that'll be really expensive to use or where you just need a really intelligent model, in workflow, you can patch in DeepSeek. And then I would make sure you're using it with not any sensitive data, but there are cases where that would make sense. And you can use my application to do that. I believe we've got some courses on setting up our integration, and then anyone who joins as an affiliate or through any of our entry points is going to have access to those applications. So in terms of how you use it, I would say sparingly, build on a system that's easy to set up. In most cases, that's your go-to rule. But when you need to meet a certain need, that would be the way to go.
Okay.
So I'll come back around to everybody once we get through. I just want to greet everybody and then get some basics, and then I'll open it back up for more questions. So Paul, I think you were next, bro. So go ahead and tell me where you're located and what you want to learn the most.
Hey Rob, how you doing?
Good,
I obviously I learned about you through the Go High Level prompting me or in any event. Love your work, love what you're doing.
Thank you, man.
But obviously I already have a Go High Level account.
Mhm.
I'm wondering what are the options if I want to integrate
Perfect.
your snapshots and use some of your services.
Yeah.
Give me
I'll give you the bullet points.
yeah, exactly. Give me the bullet points of what options are available
Yeah.
here.
So I think the affiliate onboarding form is in the link that he has sent for the survey for everybody. But basically, here's the options. So if you're in somebody else's agency and you want to be in your own or you want to start a new one, you need a new email, phone, and card to use. Because like what I've seen is they'll tie it back to the old account no matter what. They'll tie it back some way. And so like that's what you do. If you're moving into your first agency, moving out of somebody's account, that doesn't matter. If you had one in the past, even if it was years ago, The rule is that it's supposed to be 3 months of you not having an account before you can do the new affiliate. But even still, like I have to go and contact support and be like, no, this was years ago. And so it's just easier to start fresh. So the other way, you can add my code for AI employee and turn at least one sub account on. That's a no-brainer because first off, it's good for me because you have to turn that on for each sub account. And it's good for you because you need to have unlimited AI tokens to run my supercharged AI employee snapshot. Basically, the way that it's set up, all you're gonna have to do is set up the conversational AI and go HighLevel. You know what? This would be a good time for me to show how easy this is. So, well,
Do it. Yeah.
yeah, I
love
could if you guys are interested. Basically, all you'll do is you'll put in your website and it will automatically set up inbound booking across email, WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook, SMS, and voice. Literally. You set up the conversational AI, you set up the voice, 30 minutes max. And what we have is that website scrape auto-populating and updating like 20 different prompts that we have throughout the workflows. And so super quick setup. And I'll show you guys how to turn on
And
AI
then-
employee.
Sorry,
Go
I'm
ahead.
finish up.
Yeah.
I didn't want to interrupt you. Sorry.
Well, I'll show you this. So you can upgrade your Go HighLevel. If you need to upgrade to the Pro plan, it can be a great time to do that. And you can get in that way. You can do AI employee, or you can start a new trial. Those are the 3 ways. And then, of course, we have our done for you offer, which I'll cover kind of like towards halfway through the meeting, so another 15 minutes or so. But when you set up AI employee, ours is already set up, so I think it'll still show me the same screens. You go in here. You're going to hit create bot. You can choose a type, start from scratch. And you're going to go through these 3 screens. So you do it pre-fills it from your business name. And so you can just put mass market AI. You see there's not much to fill out here at all. Then you go to bot training. You enter your website, you hit get data, it's going to scrape it. And right there you can test it. Now this is going to be basic question and answering, which is pretty much what it's ready for unless you have our system. And as you can see here, you can also configure goals. So you just copy our prompt and paste it right in here. We have got in our document, it's just copy and paste, and then you're good to go. So that is the setup that would be required to be having inbound booking and question answering ready for all your channels except for voice. And the voice setup takes just as long. It's pretty much that exact same process for voice.
But for what vertical? Because I'm actually trying to address a few different verticals with what I do. One is for automating VAs with Go HighLevel. The other one is for a medical a medical space.
You want to have each one of those. I think they'd be all running from different sub accounts, right?
Yeah, I mean, or subdomains of my main domain.
Right. So if it's different businesses, basically you can either use a website or you can just upload a block of knowledge or a document that you have, but you'll set that up for each business. So right here, I'm selecting my business, or in other words, sub account. And so you can have ones that you use as templates. If you have a template that you're using for every company you help in the medical space. And then you'll go in there and as soon as you upload their website, it'll customize to them. Or if you want to give it a different block of data for all of your medical people, you can just have that pre-set up ahead of time and load that in instead of the website. And from there, it'll be able to answer questions and book appointments to the calendar.
Yeah. So what I did was I signed up under a friend of mine's commission thing, but it's my own agency. I have the $4.95 plan. So I'm running that plan right now. So based on that, I should have said that in the beginning. I apologize.
You'll just use AI employee, and then
can you clarify the AI employee?
Yeah.
What's the nature of that? How does that tie into your account and all of that?
I think it'd be good for me to show. So AI employee gives you unlimited AI tokens. So every time you do a response to a text, an inbound AI voice call, or any other channel, or you use the reviews AI, or you generate a website and it's writing all the copy from with the AI, it's going to be a per usage charge, and it's different for each thing. Usually just a couple cents or somewhere around there. But if you have a lot of messages going through, you're building a lot of sites, doing a lot of stuff with AI, that cost can get expensive. And so Go High Level has a feature called AI Employee, where your sub accounts can choose to go unlimited AI tokens. So for 97 a month is the minimum you can charge. They're going to have unlimited AI voice, unlimited messaging, unlimited website building, all that stuff. So it puts a cap on what they could end up being charged. And the way that we set everything up, like you saw how basically you've scraped a site and it automatically sets everything up. It uses a lot of tokens. And basically every time it's going to send a message, it's going to be looking over your website to choose the message. So you want to go unlimited to keep that cost low. And then I get credit for that as well. So Go High Level charges 97. If you put my code in where I'm going to show you, they still charge you 97, but I get 40%, the same way as if you had started a trial through my link.
Oh, okay. So if I do that, then you're getting your affiliate commission for that, and I have access to your snapshots and everything else.
Right.
100%. And you're not having to pay anything more. And
All right,
the
that would work.
way you set it up is you go to settings in the agency, AI employee. You guys do need to turn it on for one sub account. So you'll turn it on here. You can go to manager offer. This is where you set your pricing. So I went to AI employee and agency settings and manager offer. You're going to put my code right here, which is Mass Market AI. And then you're going to set your price for your clients. So you can make a margin on each client that turns it on. Go High Level recommends you make $50 per month.
Yeah.
And then here's the usage costs for people that don't go unlimited.
Right.
And so for you to get access to everything, you need to have one turned on at all times.
Okay.
And you go to the sub account after that, and it's going to be in the reviews section. It's not going to show in mine since I already have it set up, but you go to reputation, you go to settings, and it's going to be an option that's going to show up right down here where you pay for your first month and subscribe, just like the WhatsApp. So I want to jump around because I got you covered. I'm going to come back through. Thank you everybody for being patient and staying on.
Yeah, thanks for that.
Yeah.
Real quick, so what
Go
is
ahead.
the link for that? Are you providing the link for that, or?
You use Mass Market AI as the code. I'll drop it in the chat to everyone right now. And once you fill it out, you'll fill out the affiliate form, the affiliate onboarding form, which is in the link that Nyan sent. So Mass Market AI, one word, lowercase, is the code. It doesn't matter if it's capitalized, actually.
So Paul, do you know where to go in High Level to find this, to add this on?
No, I just started screen recording this right now, so I would be able to. But if you want to show it to me one more time, because that way I have it on the screen recording.
Yeah. So you go to settings,
Mm-hmm.
and you go to agency settings, actually. And then AI employee is in right here. So see AI employee right there in agency settings. Yep. Click that, and then manage your offer, and you enter my code right there. And for you guys getting help getting onboarded, like I'll loop back around. We'll make sure everybody knows exactly what to do. The main thing is the survey that Nyan sent out in the chat. I'm going to answer all your questions today. I'm going to stay late if I need to. I'm going to reach back out to anybody I need to. And as long as you fill that form, I'll know exactly what I need to know, which is like who was on this meeting, what is the main thing you want help with, and then I'll be able to reach out. So I want to jump to whoever's next, and then thank you so much, man, for hopping on. You already seen the content. I love it when that happens. So now I want to see who else has a hand up, and anyone can throw their hand up.
Chris, do you have any questions? Chris has been on here for a while.
Yeah,
that link's not working. Is that the link in the chat? Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but
you're good. The link to the
404.
Yeah, Nyan, that link's I'm not sure what's wrong with the link. Something's wrong with it. Yeah, we'll fix that. Just hang on one second. Chris, you got the camera on, bro. How are you doing? Where you at?
Hey, how's it going? Sorry,
Good,
there was a little confusion about the time, if it was 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock, and I was trying to get back. I was just at the pool.
Okay.
I'm in Colombia. I'm in
Colombia,
South America.
I was about to say, if you're at the pool,
yeah.
you're not talking about Columbia, South Carolina.
No, I used to live in Charleston, and I used to live right up the street from you, actually.
My roommate's in Medellin right now. One of my business partners. Where are you?
I'm in a little town south of Cali called Hamundi.
Okay.
Yep.
Cool.
But a few months we'll be moving up to Winston-Salem again. So.
Oh no, I'm from Winston.
Yeah, no kidding.
What?
Yeah.
Have we spoke before?
I don't know if we spoke directly. I've been in a couple of your classes though. So.
Okay. Well, cool. Nice to meet you, man.
Yeah, you too.
I went to high school, went to Mount Tabor, Calvary in Winston. Yeah.
Yeah. I spent 13 years in Winston before I
No
moved
way.
to Charleston. I lived the last 6 years in Charleston. And
Charleston's beautiful. I went there for the first
yeah.
time this year.
I met my wife and she's from Columbia and I've been down here for the last 16 months and
Okay.
then we're going to go back up to Winston, but
All right. Well,
anyway.
let me show you like whatever the most important thing you want to know here. I want
Yeah,
to show you that and know what industry you're in.
Yeah, so I spent a few years working in NASCAR. Then I was a field service tech for Pepsi and Coca-Cola for 13 years. And I decided to quit my job and move to Columbia and do something completely different. So I started studying to be a full stack engineer.
Okay.
And then I got completely distracted by AI.
Yeah, me too.
So I veered off onto that path and really wanted to start an agency. And in December, I finally got into HighLevel. And so I've been in every master class and YouTube video and anything I can find to try and figure this thing out. And I came across your master class about 3 weeks ago or so, maybe. And so I'm still trying to figure out how to set everything up and get it off the ground. I'm like this freaking close, I feel like, but I just need a little more push, I think. So.
Well, that's one of the things that's going to separate me from the other affiliates is that I'm on here 3 times a week. And if you become a part of the program, any of the ways we talked about, I'm here an hour earlier. Like I'll give you guys my Saturdays. Okay. I'll reach out. If you comment in the communities, my team will answer any question you've got at any time. And so, well, from 9 to 5, and then the next day from 9 to 5. But so you've got the community, which is a great resource for helping you get questions answered. Here is like the best place for strategy. You know, I'll be able to help you know like the best ways to attack a market. I'll be able to help hear about what you've got, like what data you have, what tools you have that we can use with the system. And then I think if you just let the team know where you're stuck, we can help you get pushed through. Hopefully, maybe our snapshot would just be an easier setup for you. So tell me like what the main thing you're having trouble with right now is.
Like I said, I've been in so many of these different classes with different people, and it's like, I don't know, there's conflicting things like this, you only have to pay this much for this, and you can set this up this way. And to try and get anyone to actually show me how to set things up has been really confusing. And it's like, I get conflicting answers about, you only have to pay, the AI employee for one account, and some people say no, you have to pay $97 for every single sub account.
You do.
Yeah, you do. Okay.
Yeah.
And then it's like what to charge, how to price everything.
Yeah.
Some people say, oh, make $30. Some say, oh, charge 500. Some say charge 2,000.
Well, first off, I'll give you my recommendations. We've got a couple of really easy ways for people to come in. We've got people that have made hundreds of dollars just by bringing people to these masterminds. And some people make over 1,000. Like we had one guy that came in the past few weeks, and he already brought a client that went real high ticket. And so if you bring someone to these meetings when you're first getting started, I'll sign them up through your affiliate link.
Okay.
So you get 40%. And then if they close high ticket, I give you 20%. So I give you my content to reshare so you can drum up people right in the beginning from your network, and you've got an expert closer. And then for getting you started, the main thing that I think I would say to you about the pricing, it doesn't even matter, bro. Start high. I would say just rule of thumb, 2K setup, 500 a month for reactivation, 1,000 a month if they want to do ads. Keep it simple. You can throw in reviews and some other features in there based on what they want. But that's really like, it really almost doesn't matter. It's more about how you come off to that person, and then how many people you talk to, much more so than the pricing. Anywhere, and I don't think you need to cut yourself down to 100. No, I think if you're if you're going outbound, you should be doing, I don't know how you're planning on reaching them, but you need to be doing like 2K setup so you can cover your ad spend if you're doing ad spend, 500 a month to 1,000 a month. And that's minimum. You could charge 1,000, 2,000 a month, easy.
Right.
I definitely wouldn't say go less than 500 a month or less than 2K setup.
Okay.
But I'll be happy to get more granular with you and help you map out a plan. One thing that you get when you come on is you get my SaaS snapshot website, and it's built so that it'll automatically pre-fill with your logos, your company info. So it'll be pretty much already set up. And my website's really good, and then you can just customize your packages a little bit, which
Okay.
could help you. I'll show that real
Yeah,
quick.
I'm actually already in there. I
Okay.
joined in there. I haven't had a chance to get into the classes because I've been in all these damn Zooms
Okay.
and YouTube videos.
Yeah. All right.
But,
Well, we'll help you. So you're already in. Did you start a trial through my link, or how'd you come in?
I actually started through someone else, but
Mhm.
then I discovered you and got into the AI initiates.
Okay. Oh, you're in the community.
Yeah, yeah,
But you
yeah.
okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So this is like what our website template looks like, and basically what gets built out if you use that.
Mhm.
And then now to get the snapshots, all you need to do is either enter your code, use my code for AI employee, or you can upgrade your account. And then one of those two ways, you should be able to get a lot of value because basically you're already getting stuff from HighLevel for doing one of those two things,
Mhm.
and then you're also going to get stuff from me.
Yeah, I signed up at Christmas for the 3 months for 50% off, but I'm only on the freelancer.
Yeah.
So I'm there. I'm trying to figure out, I get conflicting answers on that. Can I stay in that, or do I need to go up to the agency? What can I do with each one and this and that. So,
I would say like it just depends on how many clients you have is the main thing. I would stick I would try not to do third-party integrations in the beginning. I would stick all native HighLevel. So you really don't need the APIs. You just need until you have a client that has a specific need where you have to do an integration. And that's the day you step up. Until then, keep it all in HighLevel. $97 plan will do 3 businesses. If you have more than 3 clients or businesses, then you need $297.
yeah, I'm in
So
the 297 right now.
so your best way is just going to be AI employee with one of your sub accounts. And then if you have other clients that decide they want to use it, then they're going to need to turn AI employee on too, because it'll use a lot of tokens if you don't.
Right.
So I'll loop back. I want to make sure I greet everybody. I heard a couple people pop off, so I don't want to people think I'm not going to get to them.
Yeah, Sharose has her hand up, but we also have a new person, Maurice, as well.
Well, Maurice, you're next. Sharose, come off mute. Let me know where you're located, and then what the main thing I can help you with is. I think we already met Sharose. I think she came on. She was the first speaker.
Yeah,
Wasn't
she just has her hand up.
Sharose. So let's do Maurice first then, and then I'll come back around. Maurice, can you come off mute and tell me where you're located? What the main thing you want to learn is? He may not be able to. You never know where somebody is at.
Right.
We had another newcomer on the iPhone. Who do we have there? And then there you go, Maurice. There you go.
I'm sorry, I'm in my patrol car, guys.
I wondered. Patrol car. Cool.
You play Bad Boys.
Appreciate you saying that. You don't never know where people are, but
Yeah,
we
you never
definitely
do.
trying to get involved.
Yeah. Well, I'm so glad you guys tapped in. We get people coming in on the job site and, in class, and it's like, I love the format. I love the fact that people can do that virtually. And then for anybody who's trying to get more, like I'll say right now, my YouTube has all of our past sessions too. And so that can be really helpful. But tell me go ahead.
Well, I'm at all. I just joined. I don't know nothing, but I know I'm having an interest because I'm becoming a job recruiter, a matrix job recruiter. How did that sound?
Tell me what matrix means, like for virtual roles.
Anybody that's stuck in the matrix need to get a job.
I like
right?
that. Yeah. What do you help them get set up with?
Well, you want me to explain what a matrix recruiter does? I'm self-made. I'm an entrepreneur, but I know how to formulate applications and programs that's going to be moving in the right direction as to what I'm trying to do. And let me explain. As a matrix job recruiter, I employ resumes to companies, small businesses for hire, just like a temp agent, but I do it as a home base. Meaning that if I can replace a software engineer that starts off with making about 200,000 a year, the company pays me 10 to 20%, up to 28% of all his annual salary
Right.
of my percentages within 30 days.
Okay.
So 5 of those a month, I'm over 100,000.
Yeah. Recruiting is one of the areas I see a lot of people using HighLevel. Tell me what you know about it so far. Not much, you said, I think.
No, I'm talking about AI. You know Sanyo?
Sanyo. Sounds familiar, but I don't think so.
Sand is how I got incorporated. I mean, not incorporated, but it's how I got registered under him. Maybe I'm pronouncing his name wrong. But
one of the other affiliates.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Possibly what he is, but I thought he was more than that, of course, but doesn't matter. That's how I got here. So I don't know. I'm just making sure I'm getting registered, start studying videos. Anybody else along the way like I am? I'm not by myself.
No, there's other newcomers in here for sure.
Yeah, we got to study. We got to go through those videos and train ourselves. So now I'm trying to figure out where you come into play.
Yeah. So I'm another Go HighLevel affiliate, and basically I give a bunch of bonuses in my group coaching sessions away when you start a trial through my link. But if you already started a trial through somebody else, you can upgrade your account or use my code for AI employee. So I give you my supercharged AI snapshot, which I spoke about for the first time on my HighLevel masterclass, which was in December. And then I also have the courses for setting it up. I've got a few other snapshots I give away, like one that shows how to do custom cold email copywriting and like replace instantly. I don't know if anybody knows what that is with HighLevel, and then one for webinar flows like I'm doing here. So you get a bunch of giveaways, and then you get my software that I made when I taught myself how to code a few years ago. And you also get my snapshot, courses, software, group coaching.
How much is your program from start to finish here?
You can either upgrade your account or use my code for AI employee. So basically you upgrade your Go HighLevel and you get it for free. And so that's it. We have a done for you side as well.
I thought I went into the next, in my part of my training is going into the HighLevel. So I already invested for this program is about $500.
So I think you invested with somebody else, I believe.
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah. Possibly. I think you saw my ad recently, but your name.
Possibly. I thought you were affiliated, which you are, but I'm thinking under Sanyo, who I registered under, you were a part of him. You guys need to set a custodian up.
Yeah. I don't know Sanyo, so I'm not under anybody else. So I don't think. So he has a different program, but you can still benefit from both of our programs. You just have to either, upgrade your HighLevel to a different plan, to a higher one, or use my code for the AI feature. Like there's a feature that lets you get unlimited websites made by AI, unlimited AI responses. It'll run your ads with AI. It can make blogs for you. It can do all sorts of things. And if you want to go unlimited, you can get for $97 a month, you can get unlimited of all those features.
Well, I need to get back with you so that when I finish training in my videos, if I want to upgrade, limited, etc., I know how to contact you.
Yeah. So you're in the community, and that's the best place. I'll show that for everybody who's on here after I greet Mona. And then once you know how to get in the community, like basically everything I have is super AI specialized. So I'm the AI specialist, I would say, from the affiliates. And you can
I need to met you first.
Well, it doesn't matter. You can still use my code to get in. But I'll show you the community in just a second. And that's where you can always get back in touch with us. But Mona, tell me where you're located and then what you're wanting to learn. And then I'll circle back to some of the guys that have already been introduced. I can hear you now. Where are you located?
I'm in New York.
New York. And then what is the main thing that you came here to learn?
How to use all this AI stuff in my business.
Okay. And is this your first time hearing about HighLevel, or is it something you've known about?
No, I know about it. It's just I haven't been able to understand it.
Mm-hmm. Do you have a HighLevel account, or
I
have you
do.
just been exploring? Okay, okay. So the AI features are changing a lot. So they've got everything is much easier to set up than it was. Tell me like what you've tried so far. Did you try somebody else's course? How have you been trying to set it up?
Uh, I've been trying to do it through other courses. It just seems too convoluted. Maybe I'm absorbing too much information.
Yeah.
That's probably the problem. I just want to be able to have a checklist, do this, and this, and it's done.
Yeah.
And then have somewhere to go back to troubleshoot if there's a problem.
Yeah. I would say you kind of need to look at your business, and I can help you do that to decide the main things that would be important for you. In general, the most important thing is that when somebody reaches out to your business on any channel, that appointment gets booked. So AI inbound booking is the main thing. We have a snapshot that lets you set it up for voice, email, WhatsApp, Instagram, Facebook, and I think I left one out, but all of them in about 30 minutes. So you can install it, boom, you've got inbound booking. And the next thing is reaching out to your past customers and getting them back in the door. And so we call that a reactivation. Those are the two things that are most important to set up. You should be able to do it in around like 2 hours total from new Go HighLevel account to done. Most of it would just be like, setting up your phone registration, some of the basics. Actually setting up the AI systems, maybe 30 minutes to 45 minutes total. So we need to bucket down on what's important for you, but tell me like what type of business you're trying to set up so I can tell you if my advice about the main two things to set up was right. What are you trying to accomplish? What type of business?
I have a commercial loan origination business.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm totally old school.
Okay.
So everything is on Excel spreadsheets.
Mm-hmm.
And I haven't implemented any of the technology yet, but I want to.
Mm-hmm. And then how many old leads would you say you had? How many people have you gotten information from over the years?
Oh, a lot of people, except they're all over the
Yeah.
place. They're not in one spot. That's another problem. How do I get everything into one spot
Oh, yeah.
without
So,
doing it manually?
well, I think there's not really a way for you're the only one that knows where all these different files are. So you're gonna have to go pull them from wherever they are. And if you need help knowing how to get the data out of a system, then you could ask and maybe I can give you some help. But if you're like, hey, I've got all these contacts in my phone, you need to figure out how to export your contacts. If you've got a spreadsheet with these type of clients, you're the only one that's going to be able to take that data and bucket it out into people that I spoke with, people who I've worked with, XYZ. Once you have it all together, then you can put it into the system and reach back out to them. So that is going to be that's going to give you a bunch of deals right off the bat.
I do have a CRM. It's for my type of business, and they do have an API. I just have to figure out how to basically connect that platform to HighLevel. It has all the contacts. So when I start a new deal, I have a contact sheet where I put in the attorneys, the title companies, the buyer, the seller, all the information.
What's the CRM?
It's LendingWise.
Let me check one thing for you. Did I spell it right? 2 words or 1 word?
1 word. Yep.
LendingWise, make integration. Come on, let me see some Zapier or Make here.
I see Zapier.
Okay, yeah. So one of the first things that I built when I learned how to code, and this is after I had about 80 employees at the time, was using HighLevel heavily for years. But then one day I learned how to code because I wanted to make a better integration for HighLevel. And so I have an app, and then HighLevel already has one that comes out of the box with it that can allow you to connect those two platforms. So getting a flow of new data is going to be, making sure it's all automatically passing. You need to set that up. But then for all of your old data, it's going to be easier for you just to export it to download it from the other systems to start off with having it all of it in there that way. And I can give you consulting on how to set that up, or my team can do it for you. I'm going to go ahead and recap now, like what my done for you offer is and why it's so much less expensive than other ways of getting things done. So over the years, I told you I had all these employees learning how to scale. I had my IT team helping me manage things, and I did my marketing, did my creative editing, automations, and obviously I took the automations to a really deep level of being of obsession to the point where I made my own software and things like that. So my team is really, really skilled in everything to do with marketing and automation. I've used HighLevel to take 3 businesses over 6 figures a month. So I've got a really good format for working with them. And then when you hire a company to set stuff up for you, it's either going to be an agency or you're going to get a VA. Both of them are going to charge you the same amount every month, no matter how much work they do, because you got to pay them for their whole salary. Or the agency, they're just not going to tell you how much work they're doing. They're going to set the ads up, and then they're going to charge you $2K for setup, and they're going to charge you $1,000 a month, even though they did 3 hours work the first month or 5, and then two a month after that. So you get ripped on the hourly rate, essentially. What we do is we let you get a bank of hours. So you get a bank of hours that never expires. The bigger the bank, the better the rate is. We have financing if you want to use Klarna or Afterpay for the banks. And then we offer 2 things for people that start a trial or get access to my program from the free side, like the affiliate side. There's something that you get for getting a trial started on this call. And then for people on the done for you side, we have a lower minimum bank that we offer the first time they're on a call. So the way it breaks down, our lowest minimum bank, the one we do only first time on this call, is $2K for 25 hours. And that comes down, 75, 80-ish an hour. It only takes 3 to 4 hours to set up a Go HighLevel account. So Go HighLevel charges $1,000 for them to do that for you. Most any other agency is going to charge you $1,000 to set up an account. Our price point is going to be 80 times 3 or 4. So like it's going to be around $300, way cheaper. And guess what? If we don't do any work for you next month, your hours are still there. As long as you have an hourly bank, you get a complimentary call with my team every week. They'll help figure out what to do next, help you get your integrations done. They go and just move that stuff in for you. And then when we're working, we track everything in Hubstaff. So we have a system that's going to take screenshots every 15 seconds, show you what apps they were on. And we give you a report. This is hard evidence we did this exact amount of work for you. So as HighLevel gets faster, and can do more with AI, you guys are going to be able to raise your cost to your clients because you're providing more value. And I'm letting you guys make a margin because my cost is going to go down for you guys as it gets easier in HighLevel because it takes less time. So already, if you're running ads for somebody and setting up automations, you should be charging $1,000 a month with 2K setup. On my end, it would take 4 hours to set up the account, maybe 5 hours to do the ads. That's 9 times 80. It's less than $800. And you already made your money back on the front end. And then every month after that, it's all profit. So you should easily 2 to 3x any service of mine you're reselling. And you never have to worry about me charging you $1,000 a month when we didn't do anything that month. So it gives you a lot more flexibility. Now on the people that just start a trial on this call, they get a free 15-minute one-on-one with me. Now, obviously, everybody can come to these masterminds and see me 3 times a week. So you get to come an hour earlier if you join the program by starting a trial, using my code for AI employee, or upgrading. And then you can come an hour earlier, get your questions answered one-on-one. We have do-it-yourself and done-for-you clients in that session. So you're able to see people working on their own where we're making the plan and then they're executing, or we're making the plan, checking everything, and my team's executing. And so you get to see exactly, how we operate in those meetings too. Does that make sense to everybody? Anybody got some questions on all that? And then I'll kind of go back into answering one-on-one questions. Makes sense. I'm sure more questions will come out. Anyone can pop off mute at this point. I'm not too worried about that. So anyone can pop off and speak. I see Victoria's new. Victoria, where are you at? Where are you located and what did you come to learn?
Are you talking to me, Vicky?
Vicky too. I was saying Victoria, but you guys both just joined in. Vicky, I know you've been on here a couple times, if I'm not mistaken, or we've at least spoke a few times. You always send me the smiley face emojis. You're always the nicest person to text.
I'm a happy person.
Me too.
Yeah,
It's
I'm from
important.
Rockford, Illinois, and
Okay.
I'm working on getting a business started
Mm-hmm.
that will be training not-for-profit individuals who plan fundraising events.
Oh, I love
I've
that.
got, yeah, I've got more than 40 years experience,
Okay.
and I retired and I decided all this knowledge and experience, be ashamed not to be sharing
It
it.
would. You know,
That's what I'm doing.
my mom works in a halfway home for women in a nonprofit. And if you guys know my story, that's even more significant that she's doing that. But you remind me of her. And I'll show you the main thing that I think is going to be valuable to you, Vicky, because this community is the best. This is a whole university you've got in here in the Go High Level community. So this is important for any of you guys. If you just jumped in and you're not quite sure what to do, this is the best place. So Vicky, you can go in here and you can have all your lessons. You can charge for individual courses. You can have free courses. You can have like leaderboards for giving people rewards for finishing courses. There's automations in here. You can have event calendars. But the discussion board is where I get everybody oriented. So if you are just a public member, you already have access to this community. I started this a year ago, right when it came out, and I'm glad I did because here we are today, and now I'm so grateful that I had all these people kind of coming along the journey of this last year with me. I came from I had other businesses, but this was the year where I took my expertise from running the businesses and then went through the process that you're wanting to go through right now, Vicky.
Great.
And so it took me a long time to figure out from going to using my knowledge to then helping other people use it. And obviously, I still have my done for you side I just talked about. But when people can come in and teach themselves, it's an amazing thing. And I feel like experts, masters, it's our responsibility to share this information because I don't think the school does quite a good enough job at it, to be honest.
Okay.
I think people should learn from an expert. But you can go in here, and then if you're new, these featured posts are going to tell you everything you need to know.
Okay.
So you can read this. Once you are in our program for some way, either by starting a trial or using the code, then you get access to this client and affiliates tab, which has like the snapshot links and everything else like that. We do have free courses. Like these are all the free courses, and these 4 right here. But then the new supercharged AI employee one, which is one I just finished, that one you have to be a member of some level to get, which you can still get on a free trial. But there's that. And then we have the client side. So I have a separate community for done for you clients.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah. So you can see I've got like a channel for everything. This is like Discord or Slack plus the courses with like it's the whole environment you need to run a coaching business. We've got a
That's
few
gonna
other,
be wonderful.
yeah. I'll show you guys how to get in there at the end, but we've got a few other people that just joined. I've got Victoria. I saw sending me some messages. She said she was going to catch the replay, and then we've got Janet, and I thought there was somebody else new, but Janet, go ahead and tell me where you're located, and then Lance, Nyan, was there somebody else that's new in here or just Janet?
Only Janet for now.
Well, Janet, where are you located? And then what's the number one thing you want to learn? I'm going to show you I'm going to answer your question directly and make sure you get everything you came for. And you never know where somebody is. I always kind of preface this, Janet, if you're in a place where you can't turn the microphone on, don't sweat it. Drop a message in the chat. And Victoria is telling me that she wants to learn how to create additional income streams. Victoria, what are you doing right now? And then can you turn your mic on, or are you not in the right place to be able to do that? And everybody should fill out this survey below. That way I'll make sure I know who was here and can send you more information on what you were wanting to learn and any questions that I haven't been able to answer yet. So we make sure to catch everybody. I know we had a couple people that were wanting to start trials up here, and I'll stay a little later. But if you guys want to take advantage of either the one-on-one 15-minute call you get for starting a trial or becoming a member of my free side, then I'll tell you how to do that. And if anyone's interested in taking advantage of the one-time bank of hours, the minimum bank for done for you work, you can access that in that flow will start with your form that you fill out after you start a trial or join the free side.
Bob,
Yeah,
this is Paul. Quick
go
question,
ahead,
if I
Paul.
may.
I think it's a good time for you to jump in.
Yeah. By the way, thanks again for everything you've been sharing. Really appreciative. But two questions. One, refresh for me how we get the 15-minute one-on-one with you.
Yes.
And then two is, what is that 10K program that you mentioned earlier? What's the nature of that?
The higher one. So we've got a 7.5K is our new highest one, and that has to deal with GPT operator. So first, the way our tiers work is we have 2K, that's a one-time minimum, first 24 hours after your first mastermind. Then we have a 2,500 for 35 hours. And then we have 5K for 100 hours. Then we have the 7,500. Now, the reason why I only include the GPT operator templates in the 7,500 is because GPT operator lets you set a go high level up automatically. So basically, it takes control of your screen, keyboard, mouse, and everything. And I walk it through doing a setup one time, and then I save it as a task. So then I can share that task with you in a link, and you can just tell it to go and do it. And that could mean you set up all of your clients, everything. So right now it's still a little slow, right? It doesn't move super fast. It's slower than my team. But there's going to be a day at which I won't be able to make any money off of fulfillment if people have that link, because they'll be able to do it on their own. And so for me to cover my ad spend, to be able to coach and help people and make more of those things, I need somebody to come in at a 7,500 tier where you get the same 100 hours, but you also are going to get lifetime access to all the operators as we release them for everything that we do. My team's already using it internally for a lot of our processes. And there's some really cool use cases, guys. So you can use it to pull data out of systems. Like I know somebody on here was saying that they have a spreadsheet where they update everything. And a lot of times the business owner has to log into a portal, or they have to log in. There's no API, no way to download stuff. And they have to check to see like which one of my clients are active, who canceled their installation, whatever it is. And the operator can log in for you daily and sync up the data for you in ways where you can't do it with API, where you would have had an admin who had to do that. For the operator, of course, you need the GPT Pro plan.
The 4.0?
You need the $200 a month Pro plan to run the operator. So for the $200 a month OpenAI subscription, you get operator, Sora, and you get the latest models for question answering.
Okay. And then, but I thought there was a program you had there that gets people up to 10K a month.
Oh, 10K automation checklist is what you're thinking of. So what this does is it helps you, it's more about saving 10K than about scaling to 10K. And it's a document that helps you start. Now, Nyan, is that in this link here?
Yeah.
So this is the 10K checklist. It's in that form Nyan sent out. Now, this has a list of all of the types of software HighLevel replaces with examples. And then it also helps you pinpoint staff you could replace. So basically, you go through this. It's going to help you identify how from the start you can be already saving on your costs with HighLevel. And if you had enough software, you could replace, enough to cover 10K a month. So you guys can all see this, I believe, right?
Yeah. We can see it. No, but I thought you had some examples of how to scale up your cash flow really fast on different verticals or whatever with the software and the automations and marketing to different verticals. I don't know if you have.
We help people do that, but I don't have like a document or a program for that. That is, obviously we help people scale, and a lot of them do much more than 10K, but we don't have like a program named that or based around that as a specific goal. It's
right.
just
So everyone has to choose their own vertical then.
Right. So our snapshot, the
verticals, plural.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Our stuff is designed to be able to be customized to any vertical within a 3-hour setup. And so our supercharged AI snapshot is going to automatically load for any vertical based off of their website or a document if you have a document because they don't have a website. And then you just have to build a couple other things to customize it. Basically, your outreach sequence. We have a GPT that generates it, You just have to copy it into the flow. So not hard, but
So then when I'm onboarding another client with a different vertical, I can take their link from their website and use it to plug into that chat GPT to create a logical response sequence that goes out via SMS, email, Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, right?
Right. Well, there's the outbound, which would be either a reactivation or like a new lead sequence or a no-show. So there's a few different types of outbound you would do. For the outbound sequences, you need to have AI write the sequences. But then for the inbound system, like when somebody reaches out to the business on any channel, that's the inbound system. So the inbound is set up like really quickly in 30 minutes from the website. And then we also use the website to generate those outbound sequences.
Okay. And then what about, I saw in one of your other videos that I was watching that you were saying, roughly takes about, 3 to 4 months to iron out all the wrinkles and get things really dialed in. Is there training or modules that you have to expedite that for someone like myself that maybe has advanced capacity?
Yeah, so that's our normal setup. So the same normal setup, you start out with that. Now, the reason we say it takes time to optimize is you're gonna a lot of times pivot, especially if it's a new business, until you nail down your offer. And so the pivoting, the adjustments, that's where I say like it takes time to get it to where it's fully optimized. You're gonna want to watch your show rates, tweak the times the messages go out if you need to, and iron it out for a little while. Now, when I said 3 to 4 months, I was actually talking about our old system, which was using third-party AI voice. And so that is more complicated because you have to change. It's a lot more manual work to initially set it up. And every time you pivot, it's a lot of manual changes. With the native AI system, it's a much more quick setup. But in general, if you're starting a new funnel for any business, I would say like 3 months optimization time is pretty reasonable.
Yeah, I agree. I see what you're saying. But yeah, but you're also saying with the native AI inside of Go High Level, it's a lot leaner, faster.
Yeah, you'll be set up and running with like all the things you need in 4 hours at most. And that's doing a fully custom build for your business. And then from there, you're going to start testing your different channels and hopefully running advertising. And it's going to take you 3 months before you're like, okay, I've got my lane. Now I'm ready to scale ad spend. And that's realistic.
And then for the 15 minutes with you, when and how does that happen?
So now that you've entered your code and turned on a sub account, you just fill out the onboarding form in that link Nyan sent, which is right here, and you're gonna fill. So Nyan, we've got the affiliate I think this is what we need. Yeah. So then you fill out this form right here.
Gotcha.
Yep.
Okay.
And you can also let us know if you're interested in any done for you in there. And we're constantly optimizing this flow. So hopefully you're able to flow through there smoothly.
Okay.
So who else has got some questions? And then Paul, you just speak up if you need anything else, brother.
Thank you. Appreciate it, Rob.
No problem. Let me see, check the chats. Let me see. Victoria says, cool. Facility. And I would say like the best revenue stream, Victoria, when you jump in is to refer people to this event. If you fill out the affiliate form, Nyan, that's the one thing we didn't have in there. We need to be careful with the naming so it's not confusing between our onboarding form and our onboarding form for our affiliate program. But we have an affiliate program. Basically, that same link you guys clicked to book today, you'll fill out this form, you'll put in your Go High Level affiliate link, and then it's going to send you a link you can reshare. It's going to track 20% of any done for you work to give you commission. And it'll also track, it'll let me use your link to sign them up as a affiliate under you. Here's the only catch. If you're not in my affiliate downline, 1 out of 4 people that you send, the fourth one that signs up, I'm going to sign them up with my link. And so 1 out of 4 will be my link. If you are in my downline, then I get 5% anyway. So I'm not worried about that. And that's the only caveat. So Victoria, if you've got like a good number of connections, that can be a good way to start. You can post it on your social media, get people in here, tell a friend. That'll help you make money right away. And then if you keep doing that, the 40% recurring that you get when I sign somebody up with your link for HighLevel, that'll build up. And so that can end up being pretty profitable. Have you done affiliate marketing before at all? You can text back. While you're texting, Chris, tell me what you got.
Is there a dashboard on the 1 out of 4 that tracks the 1 out of 4 of people that we use via that affiliate referral system, Rob?
So you'll see your 3 show up in your HighLevel portal. So it's going through your HighLevel affiliate program. And then I just have an automation that when they open up their form, every 4th time we'll give them my link. And so we'll use a 14-day trial link, so it'll look the same as yours, and we'll just swap it in there 1 out of 4. I don't know a better way to handle that scenario besides, requiring people to cancel their old account, which HighLevel is not going to like. And so I think this is a good middle ground. And that way you can see.
It's good. Yeah, fair enough. Thank you, Rob.
No problem. The automation is a pretty tough one we have to do on the back end with my application. But Chris, what's going on, brother?
Yeah, so like I said, I'm on the 3 months at 50% for the 297 right now. I'm on the 2nd month. Do I need to create another trial account to get in with you, or how should I go about that?
It's your choice. Technically, you're with another affiliate and you're not supposed to cancel that one to start a new one. And I don't know if you still have resources you want from that guy. So the best way is probably to turn on AI employee for one of your sub accounts. So you get unlimited AI tokens and access to all my stuff.
Okay.
That's going to be less expensive than upgrading to the 497, and it's going to give you more value at your now you don't need the 497, but you can use AI tokens with my snapshot. So I would recommend that. And did you see my instructions for doing that? I can go through it real quick.
Yeah, maybe just run through it real quick again, if you could.
Yeah. And Jacques and Jeffrey, if you guys have more, and Maurice, if you guys have more questions, Victoria, anybody, Paul, just let me know, because now the floor is you guys, and I'll stay until 2:15 or so, maybe 2:30 at the latest, and just make sure that everybody has all the info they need. And guys, I do this 3 times a week. So if you ever wonder if Rob's really going to be there to support you guys, we've got, my current clients on here now. I'm going to be here. This really is my priority. So for AI employee, you're going to go to your agency settings. So you've got sub account settings and agency. So first you want to click to your agency, and then you're going to hit manage your offer right here. And this explains the whole thing. So with AI, you can pay as you go for all these different things: voice AI, conversation, which responds over text and everything else, reviews, funnel builder, content generator, and then workflow AI. Now we go crazy with the workflow AI using our Instantly email copywriter. Go HighLevel will let you send 60 or 1,000 emails a day for 60 cents, right? But if you have AI write a custom one where we say, hey, write a personal line about something related to this, like you can say, here's the time of year it is, here's their city. You could mention something about the weather that time of year in their city, or a landmark in their city. AI can do that off the bat because it knows landmarks in every city. So you come in and do hyper-personalized like that. I'll look at their industry and their job title, and I'll have it suggest some AI tools that are in HighLevel that they would use in their job. And then bam, so you can write really custom emails. I've got some flows for custom email generators. If you want to promote my event, I'll give you my generator that I was just describing. But if you do that in workflow without having this AI employee, 1,000 custom emails like that, it'll be very, very, very expensive. You'll be paying 10 cents or more per message instead of 1,000 for 60 cents. So you turn on AI employee, now you got unlimited, and we can really take advantage of HighLevel a little bit here, because I doubt there's many people that know how to juice it like that.
Right.
We got workflow prompts on prompts, and then conversational and voice AI is super effective. You're never going to have to pay anything more than $97 for never missing another message again or lead. That's huge for clients. And so the way this works, you put in my code and you hit save right here. And then Go HighLevel just gives me 40% of that 97 that they're going to charge you anyway.
Right.
And then you can mark it up to whatever you want for your clients. So you save that, and I should be able to see it in my system once you turn it on. I'm gonna have to start to be more serious about like not letting people in if they haven't turned it on yet, because Go High Level is not seeing all the hard work I'm doing, which is not good for me, because people because I don't get credit unless you turn it on. So
Right.
to turn it on, you go to Mass Market AI or your sub account, and you're going to go into the reviews or reputation management section right here. And you're going to go to settings. And if you haven't turned it on yet, it'll be a box right down here at the bottom.
Okay.
You'll pay 97 or whatever you want, whatever you had. And then you've got unlimited, which is perfect because you're going to need it for my snapshots. I made these snapshots to give people a reason to turn it on, you know. But if you send
Go ahead.
custom emails like that back out to an old list you have instead of just a basic one, or to even cold emails, then you're going to have an amazing ROI on that 1,000 emails for 60 cents, as long as you scale slowly and do your domains properly.
So I need to turn it on or activate it, I guess, in the agency settings, but also in my sub account, I need to turn on the reviews AI.
That's where you turn on AI employee. For some reason, the place to turn it on is right here. You don't in the agency setting, you're just enabling it and setting up the settings. So you're giving the sub account the option. And then here your client has to turn it on usually, or you if it's your agency.
Okay.
And that's how that works.
Cool. Appreciate it.
Once you do that, you're going to go back to the same form that I was directing Paul to, and you click right here and fill out that onboarding form.
I actually cheated again. I've already filled that out and set up a
Okay.
meeting for Tuesday morning.
Okay, perfect. And then what my team will do now, they'll go and they'll confirm the AI employee part. We may add a step in here where people upload a screenshot or something. The reporting on HighLevel's end has been a little funny, especially with the new trials, but AI employees usually pretty easy. So we'll confirm it and we'll send you everything, bro.
Cool.
We don't really have to send it. I can just tell you where to go. So once we confirm you, we're going to give you access to this channel here. And I can't even open up this post because my links will be all over the YouTube if I do.
I gotcha.
But the snapshot links are right in here in the new exclusive resources. So I'd read this affiliate orientation, and that's going to lay you're going to know everything about how to get access to my resources, how to take advantage of what you got. And then so everybody can see this one, and it kind of directs you to the snapshots. And then you'll go in here as a client and affiliate, and you'll have everything. So oh my goodness, we had 300 and some members when I started this stream. So somehow during this stream, I just got another 150 members in the community or more, which I'm gonna have to investigate. I don't know what the heck happened. I wonder if the stream is getting a lot of visibility. I haven't quite mastered how to use Restream's option to view the chats and all the other systems. So I just put it on Zoom and I put the QR here and I'm like, yo, just scan and let me opt in, get the opt in so I can text you. So if you are watching this live, if there is a chance this has gotten some good visibility, you want to scan this, and then the next time you'll be able to join and engage in the conversation. And so I'll report to you guys on the next mastermind if that was actually happening, or if there was no reason for me to say that. But I do get a good bit of views from restreaming this across LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. And so hopefully that's
Quick question. What you mentioned you're on here 3 times a week. What are the date and time schedules of that?
So you'll get text before the meeting every single time once we've added the client tag, which happens when you fill out that form and we confirm it. But the slots are Tuesday and Thursday at 1 p.m. for clients and 2 p.m. for non-clients. So if you want to refer somebody and bring them, they'll come and join an hour later. And then on Saturday, we do it at noon for clients and then 1 for non-clients. Because people like to be done with things a little earlier on Saturday. Nobody's trying to do this later in the afternoon.
Fair enough.
And that'll get you in. Now, there was one thing that I was realizing I wanted to tell you. Oh, so one thing I'm going to do later today or at least in the next few days, is add all the events here in the community so that everybody can just go in and see them. I've realized, like, when I send out links to join meetings, the carriers will filter out the message with the links sometimes. And it's just like, I can't do it. There's just a percentage of people that just are not going to get the join link. And so I'm working on optimizing that. One of the things is just making sure you guys all know how to get into this community. And so once you get in here, even if you are just a free member, you've got, like, haven't even become an affiliate yet, you get a lot of resources here from the tools I use, affiliate links. You can connect with other people in the community. Obviously find all the other sessions and get my free courses, which I have courses you don't even need to have any affiliation with me to get access to. But trust me, you're going to want the new Supercharged AI Employee. This is my setup from back when I was doing third-party integrations. So like the old AI voice setup we were using Zappy Chat for messaging before the conversational AI was in HighLevel. This thing takes 20 hours to set up in a new agency. So you can't imagine how happy I am that HighLevel finally has it all native, because now it's really possible for you guys to set it up. You had to be an expert with 20 hours. If you are an expert, it would still take you 20 hours. Now we can do this in 3 hours, bro. I'm not kidding. It's so much better. You guys should all be able to do this, especially with my help.
And then we can template that out for anyone
Any
that
industry.
we bring
Yeah.
on under our program.
This is like a generic setup guide. So it's going to walk you through customizing my snapshot for any industry and still be able to do it in 3 hours with all AI channels. So
Okay.
you'll build that out, and then as you build one, so let's say a client pays you to build one, now you've got your snapshot for that agent, for that industry. A lot of times though, like, you could have a solar guy that does virtual appointments or he does in-person appointments. Even within an industry, the flows, a lot of times the sequencing and the messaging in those outbound flows is just based on that business itself, not necessarily the industry. So that's why I kind of like a custom approach where we just take their website, what they've told us, and my setup's going to let you throw all that in GPT and just produce everything you need with like pre-made templates.
Oh,
GPT
and is your team based North America or Philippines, or what's the nature of that?
They're all Bangladesh. And so
Okay.
if you guys need help, even if you are a non-client, even if you are not affiliated yet, you can ask some questions in here. But if you are in my affiliate, like you guys just use the code, you can get unlimited question answering from my team in this thread here for clients and affiliates. Now, the way you're going to reach them is you're just going to tag @PM. That's one of my project managers. We have 3 of them managing the community.
Okay.
And so they will get you answers. If they can't answer it, they'll ding me, and there will not be something we can't help you with. So you've got this, you've got the 3 weekly group coaching sessions and my courses, and I'm going to continue to provide more and more support to just make this as easy as possible. I understand how there's so many things HighLevel can do. You can feel buried, but if I can boil it down, go ahead.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, Rob.
Go ahead.
But if there's like a sticky situation that you're trying to remedy, is there a one-on-one Zoom available with your team or you, or what's the nature of that?
Yeah. So you can either do you can pay for one call from me for $200 a half hour at any time. And you can also get done for you hours. And in those hours banks I was talking about, you can use 4 of those hours to have me join on one of your IT meetings. So if you have a done for you hours bank, you get a complimentary one-on-one meeting every week with my team.
Okay.
You get a recurring, we call it a DevOps meeting, because they're really not IT, they're DevOps. It's totally different. So you'll get a meeting with them, and then if you want me to come on it, you can use 4 hours to have me come on it, and we can coordinate your project, keep moving really fast. Or you can come on the Mastermind, and it's really the same thing. It's just in the first hour, like my client comes on, I'm like, yo, what's going on? Where are you at with everything? And most of the time I know where we're at with everything with them. Or I'll be like, Nyan, can you give me an update on his progress? We give the update, and then I'm like, okay, here's the next most important thing for you. You agree that's the most important thing? All right, I need this from you, that from you, boom, got it. Team, do it. See you in 2 days. And that's how we do
And
it.
this is also the portal to access them. If I have an issue via Loom, I can say, this is my issue, make a Loom of it, and they'll check it out, and they'll respond to me with another Loom saying, hey, this is the remedy.
Yeah. So you can do that in clients and affiliates. You can get unlimited Loom support and question answering. A great thing for you guys to know, like until these events are posted up in here, this is going to be a key for you guys. You got public support events, such as Masterclass and the Masterminds, and then existing clients. This is really, really helpful. So I explain like how to report issues, how to use Loom, all the different ways you can get support for DIY clients and affiliates or done for you clients. So this is like pretty much the pitch right here. It's got everything you need to know. And also it's helping you know how to get support too. So you can book, once you're an existing client, you can book for these recurring masterminds. So Chris, Paul, you guys need to grab a time in here. This is your top priority. Now, one's affiliate, one's agency, one's small business. We're going to get more in depth on those topics in those meetings, but you can ask questions about any of those topics in any of them. So it is open, but we're not going to go into real deep depth and spend too much time on something that's not the right category to keep, because sometimes people don't even know what the differences are. They might be a small business owner and they're just going to get so confused hearing about agency and affiliate lingo. So we separate it. And then here's the paid call link if you want to do one-on-one. And then here are the done for you sessions. So you can get creative team. So we can do like web development. We can do custom scrapers. We can do, any automated appointment setting, any kind of service you would need related to marketing, software, digital, or sales in here.
Okay.
The mobile app for the community is going to be your best way to get quick responses from the team and for us to get quick information from you. You're going to download that here or here. And so that'll get you right in. If you haven't logged into the community before, you want to search your email for AI initiates, or you can just reset your password as you're logging in the first time.
And if I already have the mobile app on my phone, the Go High Level one, is that the same one, or is that the one that goes to the
Now that you should see Mass Market AI or AI initiates in your app already if you go in there. Because as soon as you gave us your email when you first opted in, you were added to the community.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yep. And I saw a couple people jump in. There's still some glitch that's causing some people to get the wrong time. So let me see who I see. If it's somebody new. iPhone 772. Where are you located? Have you been in here before? Let's see if I can get it unmuted. And I understand people may not always be available. Again, let me see. And Vicky, yeah, we can chat by phone.
Thank you.
For sure. So did you see how to, have you signed up into the program yet, Vicky?
Yes.
Okay. Did you do sort of trial or use your code?
I'm so lost at this point because I've been so out of communication without my laptop.
Yeah. For some reason, our system, I don't think it has the tag for you as a client. So I was trying to figure that out last night when I was looking at it.
Okay. Well,
So
I'll let you know as
I'll text
soon
you
as the
about that.
laptop.
Yeah. Well,
I'll let you know as soon as that's back.
Sounds good. And then I just saw Roy join, and I'm not sure if I've met Roy before or not. So Roy or iPhone, if you can come off mute.
Hey, what's going on?
What's going on, Roy? Have I met you before?
I don't think so. I
Nice
just
to meet you, bro.
clicked the link and saw that I had a call.
Cool. We have an ad that runs about using HighLevel to replace like 42 types of software and a bunch of different staff members with AI. Do you know about? So you probably know about HighLevel, I'm guessing.
Yes,
Is
I
that
do.
right?
Yeah.
And then do you have an account? You like deep into it, or how far are you at?
Deep into it that I'm white labeling it and trying to find other customers to keep it paid for.
Cool. So we have help for all different types of people using HighLevel, whether small business, affiliate, or agency. Have you seen my masterclass YouTube or anything like that before?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So you know where the YouTube is. I think somehow you might have gotten the wrong time. I think there's still an issue with a couple of the bookings. So just so you know, Roy, we've got the whole re-recording of this session on YouTube. It's live right now.
Perfect.
And so I'll show you where you can go. I'm going to show everybody where you can go because this is a great thing to cover at the end, right? For people that just jumped in, like iPhone and Roy. So if you go to my YouTube, and I'll drop the link here. I'm so glad it's finally blowing up. Like the YouTube is, I can't tell you guys, the YouTube should be, if you're in marketing or even if you're a small business, I've spent over $2 million on paid ads myself for my credit business and my solar business and this business. But YouTube is creating a situation I never expected. It's by far my favorite. People come in already knowing everything, and I'm just like, it feels like a huge weight off my shoulders every time that happens. So you can go into the lives here. We've got every single session, and this one is getting a lot of views. That was where people came into the community from. I've never had this many views this short into a meeting. We got 7 on right now. That's cool. So guys, join the community right here, and then you can come and participate in the next session. So if you're new here, let me not get distracted from Roy. Roy, what was the number one thing you were hoping to learn? Just how to get some more clients in to help cover your costs and scale your agency?
That's correct.
Okay. Now tell me how long you've had your agency in general, or I want to know your business background. I'm wondering if we have old leads we can reach back out to, is the first thing I'm thinking. So
I would have to recycle those old leads because some of the people that I reached out to, they weren't interested.
Yeah.
So I'm just now trying to get new traffic, and the type of business that I was doing at that time was a marketing agency for credit and lending and a couple other stuff that I had going on. And then I ended up connecting with people who do the funnels and a white label agency who let me help just add it to my go high level.
We do done for you services and have a bunch of stuff that comes for free. And so I'll recap this for anybody who's watching live too. I guess I should definitely consider that. We've got we have 4 different bonuses that come with just starting a trial for HighLevel. So HighLevel is $97 after your trial. So it's dirt cheap. And we have ways for you to make money in your first 30 days easily before you spend $1. And it should be easy for you if you try it all. So when you come in for free or just for starting a trial, you're going to get, and if you already have a HighLevel, you can get in by using your code for AI employee or upgrading. So Roy, you're already upgraded, but you can use my code for AI employee and turn on 1 sub account. It's going to cost you $97, which is the same as it would cost you if you didn't use my code. And you're going to get unlimited AI tokens. So you can I would do this for your main sub account for your business and start getting to play with the AI features, which is really what all my snapshots are about. So if you come on and start a trial or join, you're going to get my templates, which lets you set up AI booking for anybody that reaches out to your business over phone, text, SMS, email, WhatsApp, Instagram. You can set that up completely to where anybody that calls or texts or reaches out will be booked and have their questions answered. You can set that up in 30 minutes. That's my supercharged AI employee snapshot. I gave you 3 other really cool AI snapshots I'm not going to go into because I'm going to get too detailed. Let's just keep it simple. Then we have, and a snapshot is like a template that you can just load, and it loads my system for you, basically.
Okay.
Then we've got my courses. We've got a lot of courses that I've come out with over the last year, and then we have a new one that's dropping this week for setting up the supercharged AI snapshot. But we already have a document that shows you how to set it up. It's literally 3 or 4 steps, so it's not like you need a video. But we've got a document, videos dropping this week for the new one. So you get my courses, all of them, and then you get 3 weekly group coaching sessions. You come an hour earlier to this session and participate, ask questions. I can help you make your plan and execute if you're doing it yourself. If my team's doing it for you, then you can check in on your project, make the next plan for the next week, and move forward. And then you also get my software. So running my credit and funding business, I had about 80 employees. I've been using HighLevel for 5 years, and I became obsessed with AI automation, and I taught myself how to code using GPT-4 2 years ago and created some integration tools for Go HighLevel that allow you to connect for more advanced integrations. And you guys really won't need that until way down the line. But Roy, that's something for you that you'll be able to use right now since you're in the
That'd be awesome.
Yeah. So all that, bro. And then if you start a trial or join while this meeting is live, and sometimes I'll let it go for a couple hours after, if you start a trial or use my code for AI employee, you get 1 free 15-minute call with me. Beyond that, to get one-on-one time or done for you time for the team, we've got our our DevOps bank, where you get a bank of hours for my team that never expires. And it's about 4 times cheaper than like any other agency doing done for you work would be. So you get a bank of hours, it's all tracked. And then if anybody's interested on that, I'm happy to speak with them more, but we already recapped it and I want to make sure I'm introducing everybody here. And if you need to get the detail on that, just roll this replay back. I talked about it in the last hour. Normally, like if it's within 24 hours of the meeting, I'll still give you the one-time lower bank of hours, which is a 25-hour bank for 2K. That's enough to set up like 5 sub accounts for 2K. So Go HighLevel charges $1,000 for that.
Yeah.
And other people charge $5,000 for snapshots. I'm giving you that for free. So I don't think there's anybody else that's giving away as much as I am at as good of a rate as I am, but I can do it because I built and managed large businesses inside of HighLevel, and I've got a great team that's been doing the whole thing with me for years.
Rob, what were the ways that you mentioned just a minute ago about making money within the first 30 days?
Oh, great question. Yeah. So the same link you guys got that you joined with, where it's like, it takes you to the funnel where it talks about the master class or the mastermind, and then takes you to the master class.
Can
If
you
you
show
sign
it?
up, yeah, I'll show you what I'm talking about. So
You don't mind?
this is a funnel you can reshare. And then I have another version of it that has my ad, like in the first part, so you can see my video, and then it takes you to this funnel. But basically, you'll just be able to reshare this link. And so I've got example email templates and things like that you can share. I've got a pack of social posts that you can reshare to your socials, and it's going to push people into this meeting. So if somebody comes to this meeting and they sign up and you're in my affiliate program, I'm going to let them sign up with your link. So I'll close your Go HighLevel affiliates for you. I'll close them with your link. And if they sign up for a bank of hours, I'm going to give you 20% of whatever the bank that they pick is. And
Okay.
so we have people that come in and the highest package is 7,500. And pretty much you're going to see someone go for one of our done for you packages on every single one of these meetings.
But then eventually we can build out our own version of this
Yeah.
for our clientele, right?
Exactly. So the quickest way to start, reshare my event. You're gonna get a few sales. You're gonna get enough affiliates under your HighLevel link to cover your subscription, and then you don't have that pressure on your back anymore. Now it's covered. And then from there, you can either use those out, use your 20%. Might need a couple of those to be able to get your own bank of hours to have me do it for you. Or you may just decide you already have enough to start with the minimum done for you work. And then
Okay.
with that done for you bank, you get a one-on-one meeting with the team every week, which is helpful. Not with me, but with the team. And you can use those hours for one-on-one consulting with me or done for you work for the team.
And then creating this landing page for our own business like this so that we can get our own clients as well. Is that included in the snapshots?
This would be the Webinar Jam replacement snapshot, and that is one of the ones that I give you guys. As you guys can see, like this is not a normal Go HighLevel calendar form, because for me, I want everybody to have a chance to watch something now, but I really also want them to book for the session where I'm going to get to meet them. And so I drive them to this first, and I only show the next 2 sessions, because if it's more than Tuesday, people are not going to show up. And Nyan, this should have refreshed by now, by the way. It shouldn't be showing this anymore. So they book for that, and then if they don't have time for that, they'll click here, and then they can watch a session now of the masterclass, which is really the best place for a beginner to start anyway. Or they can book one of these sessions. Now on these sessions, I'm live in the chats answering questions, and then they can go straight to my YouTube and watch all the pre-recordings there. So like once they're in my system, if they ever close for the done for you bank, you're getting the hours. If they ever start a trial, it's going to be automatically with your link. And you get all these funnels, and I'm constantly optimizing them. So as you can see, like we just started doing these sessions in the beginning of December. This funnel, I'd say I finished halfway through January. And so there's still some tweak where you see it. There's still some issue where it gives the wrong time sometimes, but that's the way it is. You see it and you fix it, and then you get all the kinks out. So I've already got the kinks out of all of my other styles of meetings, and then this one is pretty much kink free at this point. And I'm always pushing updates to the snapshots, so you guys have you're able to jump in and run it without quite as many issues as I had, since it's already smoothed out.
Perfect.
Anybody got,
Thanks so much, Rob.
no problem. Anybody got some more questions for me? I'm totally open for a little bit more if they need to. Let me see what this link is.
Okay, actually, so what channels are you marketing this for yourself as well? And you said LinkedIn, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram?
I do meta ads
Okay.
mostly. I do some cold email, and then those are the main two. I'm also doing a lot of organic posting. So guys, I was saying like you'll get this link to share, but one thing I'm coming out with next week is actually a pack for your social planner. So Go High Level has this social planner here where is it in marketing? Where you can schedule out your posts. You can even do auto posting. So you can say, here's all my posts that are about, this is my like category for Tuesday posts. And it can pick a random one and just post it every day to all your socials. So I have a bunch of content. I'm releasing, starting next week, I'll be releasing one long form video a day, one short form, and then I'm thinking I think 2 more short form. So I'm polishing off the different categories because each one's a different style. And I'm going to give you guys those packs. Now you can take that pack and you can market my event, but as you get built out with your stuff and know your offer, you can take Sora. I'll show you how to take my graphics and my content and you repurpose it. Let me give you an idea of how easy that would be. So here's a video. My Instagram is where I post stuff as I'm making it because I can't help myself. Like as soon as I edit a reel, I'm like, I'm post it here before I post it anywhere else, because I like to show my friends. And you can also get my whole story. Like I've got videos of me from when I got out of prison to working in the call center to everything else I did to the 4,700 square foot penthouse in Miami with a jacuzzi on the roof. But right here, you're going to get updates. So I made this video like fully, this is a unique video, first time it's ever been seen. And then so every day I pick a new viral video, I remake it with AI, like the one you saw with the guy in the tank, and then I connect it to this back, which I call this the base. And so I can produce good content that gets the whole offer down. And this would work for any of you guys because I'm just talking about Go High Level's main features. Now you'd obviously want to come up with a different backslide, but you can take the work I'm done and leverage it and repost it, not only to get people to my meeting, but for your own selves. And I think I'm running out of thoughts here. Bob, did you see the new funnel? Bob Oliver had asked me to make the one I was just showing. Are you on here, Bob? Can you hear me? He's on here. I don't know if you can hear me. The quality's looking mighty terrible. You might need to see what that raw file was like. So this is the first time I've seen this funnel. But basically, like you'll be able to share this link to a friend and it takes them to my ad. This is my highest converting ad. Most of you guys have probably seen it. And then they'll go straight to booking. So you can reshare this link, or if you posted one of my other videos to your social, then you just want to share the next link, which takes them straight into the booking. So yeah, go ahead.
I'm in and out because I'm in my patrol car in the camera, but we're limited. But I've been hearing you though. I'm just trying to get connected to you with that survey form. Where do I find that? I'm on a screen right now.
It's going to be in your chat. And let me repost it.
Did he fill out one of those forms or no, he didn't get one of those from Nyan? Oh, there you go. Nyan just marked it.
Okay. That's it, man. And so that'll take you straight through. Oh, is that the same one? Yeah. This will take you through everything you need. So fill this out. If you came to the event, fill this out. If you're watching live, scan this. We'll send it to you. Fill this out. And then we've got our 10K automation checklist, which covers the 42 types of software high level replaces, and the staff helps you identify up to 10K of software a month you can replace, and staff, software and staff 10. And then we've got the Mastermind affiliate program. That's going to get you set up so that you can put your high level link in there. And then we can, and Nyan, this needs to be after the sign up step, but some of you guys, I guess, are already affiliates. So we may move this around, but this is the form that you use to get access to your own link of mine you can reshare to where you get paid commission on the back end. And then here is the onboarding form. If you want to get started and have used your code, want to start a trial or want to upgrade, you do all that right here. And like here's the link to start your trial or to upgrade. If you want to use your code or use my code for AI employee, I already covered how to do that in this session twice. So just go and watch the replay. I'm still going to give you guys 24 hours to be able to get a one-on-one 15-minute call. That's fine. And then once you sign up through this link, you're gonna open it up, sign up, go back over here, and then fill this out. If you want done for you hours, you can either talk to me about it on your 15-minute call you get, or just mark right here, boom, say what, and it'll auto-generate contracts for you.
Yeah, I didn't want to. I hope I didn't waste your time there. I was just trying to fill out.
No, you're good.
The survey form, because I'm affiliated with Sanya already,
Yeah.
and I haven't gone through my training videos yet, so I'm kind of lost in space and getting things done. But I definitely want to stay in contact with you because I'm not sure the affiliate marketer that I'm under has like I'm going to call you Captain Rob.
All right, that works.
Because you're the commander of the ship.
Well, I'm glad you like what I got to offer, man. I've been doing this a long time. I love it. The reason I'm good at it is because I'm just deep obsessed with it. I really love this stuff.
And I appreciate that because see, a lot of gurus, as I call them, they kind of like gatekeepers a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because they want to get you in, but we don't know futuristically what we need. Like you saying now, I'm just learning. There's a 7K. Okay, if it's that much, I can't afford it. But I'm gonna get me a minority grant so that I can take care of the expense.
Well, you can start with the 2.
You can start with the 2.
20,000 grant, and people don't have all this money out of pocket all the time.
Right.
But when I get that grant, I know where to go. Back to Rob.
Right. Well, you can get started with us just for using the code in your agency. So that'd be $97 a month. And you're going to get unlimited AI usage and access to all my free stuff, my group coaching, my software. And if you want to get started with having me do things for you and have a bank for more one-on-one meetings outside the masterminds, the minimum is 2K. So that's all you need, 2K. And guess what? We also have financing. So if you have good credit, we can get you through Klarna, Afterpay, either one of or PayPal buy now, pay later. And we can break that 2K down up over 24 months or break that 7,500 down over 24 months. So trust me, like there's a million ways you can get in and really low barrier to entry with all those options. You can take the 2K setup and we'll get everything set up for you. Your payment on 2K over 2 years is going to be a couple $100 a month, if that.
I will pay it off sooner than that. It's just that I have to get money also for the finishing off the training with my staffing agent company, because I came to you guys because you got the tools, but I know the industry I'm at is very profitable. So I just need the tools that my colleagues don't have, which I'm gonna bring them in to show them to automate the system. That's what it's all about. HighLevel, scaling.
And you're gonna be a voice in your industry, and then once you've perfected a voice to tell them about this kind of stuff, you're gonna be one of the first ones to do it. And then as you get good at it, then you can maybe have your own agency. But until then,
guess what, Rob?
you can
I
send
don't
them
want to
right
interrupt
here.
you. Guess what? I'm one of the founders of a school. I'm in Moreno Valley, California. It's recognized by the governor. It's for high school dropouts between 18 and 24 years of age. They get their diploma. But guess what? I'm going to meet them with opportunities such as this at the door.
That's beautiful,
So,
bro. And then we give you everything you need to reshare. And I would love to reach those people.
Because they need an opportunity. They need to get ahead because they're already behind. I'm a matrix advanced humanitarian. That's me.
Well,
advancing humanitarian. So another one I'm
go
ready to start is on online. Soon I want to start online because I live in high skill, such as where you are in background. I live on a shoreline gateway. I got the beautiful sceneries to psychologically let people know I'm just not someone off the street, but I'm doing my thing. I live on the 35th floor on the Long Beach shoreline. So it's the most beautiful scenery in LA until Los Angeles. That's where me and my son, he's 19, he's a 4X. He's going to have to get into this as well.
Cool.
But my next online business that I'm trying to put up right now is for 14 to 18-year-old students in high school. So they ride their parents' credit. So when the FICO scores go in minimum when they become a business owner coming out of my academy, guess what? I'll let them meet
The
Rob at the
credit's
door.
good. Yeah. It's a great program because it's really inexpensive to get started. There's a trial. Anyone who hustles in here, there's no way you're not going to make more than what the software costs you or save it. If you give like 3 hours in your first 30 days, you'll cover your cost. Whether that means bringing people in or launching a reactivation campaign for your business, it should be so easy. And the reason it's so powerful is because there are, like, people get overwhelmed by how many tools there are. But guys, this is a tool belt, a massive tool belt for $97. And I can't tell you how many corners I've been backed into where when the pressure's on, you think of your tool belt. And I've dug out of some holes with this thing. I was running ad spend on credit cards. So I had a solar installer screw me out of $300,000, 30 jobs. And I was like, oh crap. Well, I doubled down and I used what I had and I was fine. I made it out of that. So you can do a lot with this system. It just takes the right determined person to have it in their hand. And if you're not the determined person who's in that corner who's going to go and learn all this stuff, then I'll do it for you. We've been doing it. We can do it for you quickly and easily. So if we've got any more questions, I'll answer a couple more. I'm almost an hour over. I really do enjoy spending time with you guys. But I also will keep an eye on the chats. If anybody wants to help get signed up or is having trouble, needs information on a done for you hours thing, you guys know the offer that ends in 24 hours from now, and I'll help you get buttoned up. Just hit me in chats. But if we've got a couple last minute questions, I'll open it up one more time.
That was good financing, Robert. Really appreciate that. And I think that $2,000 is a great deal. I think I can come in on that very soon without getting.
Okay. Now the 2,000 only goes for 24 hours, and then then the minimum is 2,500, but you get 35 hours instead of 25 hours, so you get a bonus. It's actually a better rate. So I don't ever want to charge more or do anything like that. I want to provide more value, and so that's why I'm like, look, on the first call, the service costs what it costs, but I can give you less hours at a little bit of a higher rate to make it easier for you guys to come in and still make sure my team can do a good job. So that's what we got. I think everybody's settled. So I'm gonna call it an end.
Well, real quick, one of the things I think is so awesome about your done for you is that you can do anything that you're talking about that you've shown, your team can do it. All those videos, you're talking about everything else, all the cutting edge with the AI and I mean, all the stuff that's set up to get you to the cutting edge, to get you the top of the business,
right,
is available to them. If they get overwhelmed, if they need that from you, there's a lot of resources there in that done for you.
You can do a lot yourself, but I'm someone who taught myself how to code and, can take it a whole nother level. With us, if you can think of it, or if it can be done over a computer or a phone, we can automate it 100%. This is the age of AI. Companies that integrate AI into their business will succeed. Companies that do not, they will die hard and fast. And guess what? Setting up AI is software development. Business owners are not used to doing software development. This is going to be many business owners' first time ever doing it. And if they don't, it's going to be over for them. So I'm a very, very, very experienced with it. I can help you with it. Now, the basics is easy, but as time goes on, we're going to all have to be really moving quickly to be the ones that make it through the shift that's happening here.
Rob, I think Chris has a question there. Chris, you can go ahead and talk.
Shoot, Chris.
Yeah, I just put it in the chat. The done for you setup that you were talking about.
Heck yeah, that's included.
Okay.
Yeah. So you'll have 25 hours, and it's going to take 3 to 4 hours to do your course setup, which is going to include your outbound nurtures. It's going to include your AI response for everything. Website may not need some work, but about 4 hours for a full custom build out. And then you've got all those other hours that are never going to expire that you can use for us editing videos for you, making ads, making web scrapers, doing integrations, whatever you need, bro. One-on-one time with me.
And say you started with the 2K and later you decide you want more hours. Do you just pay the difference, or is it, you have to pay an additional 75 or whatever?
Yeah. So however many hours you need, like I give a discount if you're moving fast. And so if you're running, if you're fulfilling a lot of clients and moving fast, then you'd want to be going at the 5K bank for 100 hours. It's down to 50 an hour. But if you're moving at a slower clip, then you'll probably just re-up with the 2,500. And that's still going to be a better rate than what you did this first time with the 2K. So 2K lets you test it out. And then after that, you already know what you're doing. You'll go for 35. And then you'll just re-up every time you need more, which saves you a lot in the long run.
Right. Okay. Appreciate it.
No problem, bro. I'll text you after if you think that you're interested in one of those. Did you book when you booked for me tomorrow, right? You said?
For Tuesday at 11, I think.
Okay. If you want to speak about doing the 2K, since that one is going for 24 hours, I'm happy to give you a call later on today, bro.
Yeah, that'd be great.
All right.
Hey Rob, quick question.
Yeah.
Hey, yeah, does your company have like financing for like the people who are looking to do that type of stuff? Because my company does. But we would definitely if there's they do typically just business capital, if anything.
Right. Well, so I just sold my business funding company that was at 7 figures annual. And so I still have a back end for funding. I don't do credit repair at all anymore. But I have that in the community, and so I do offer that still, and I do traditional and the 0% cards. But if you have some products that we don't offer, like we do loans, credit lines, or 0% cards, and if you have some other things,
yeah, I do the loans. I partnered up with a capital funding company, and just basically get business owners to give their last 4 months of their statements, and they have to have a certain credit score and revenue. And I think the last one we just closed on was like it was 2 partners, but it was like 4.2 million for that new business.
Yeah, we're not doing anything like that. That's pretty big.
Yeah, they're doing really good.
Yeah, and for a second I thought you were asking about like you can also do Klarna and Affirm point of sale.
That's
So
that's the lower
ticket.
Yeah, I do like more C-level businesses that are looking to buy more other businesses, or some people who are already in business that's looking to purchase another business.
Right.
So
business buying is a big. I looked at like Deal AI with Alex Mayer. You probably know. You may know. That's pretty interesting stuff. Anybody got any last questions? Everybody situated?
Rob, real quick on the form, it says upload screenshot required if you have filled up onboarding form. What screenshot is that we need to upload on the form?
Can Nyan, do you know, or can you share your screen?
You want me to share my screen?
So
yeah. Nyan, go ahead.
yeah, so if they add the AI play code, so I added a field to upload the screenshot.
Is it requiring that screenshot for
No,
everybody?
it just says in the level.
So since you did the AI employee code, if you can just take a picture of it saved in a screenshot of it saved in that settings for your agency.
Well, I'm sorry, repeat that. What screenshot?
So remember when you put that code into your agency, like in the AI employee settings, mass market AI?
No, I don't remember. What are you referring to?
Paul, I thought you had used the code for AI employee, or did you get in some other way?
No, I was interested in the AI employee. But I didn't do anything yet.
So that
you want to show that to me again?
Yeah.
What's the code? Where is it?
It's mass market AI.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Maybe I was showing somebody else. I thought I showed you this. I'm confused. Maybe I'm forgetting. Let me see. So you just the form you're filling out, you want to fill out after you either start a trial, upgrade, or enter the code. And then you can enter it right here. You go to agency settings, AI employee, and then manager offer. And it's right there. Mass market AI. Now you need to put this in, hit save, and grab a screenshot.
Okay, gotcha.
And then you also have to turn it on in the sub account.
Okay,
to get access.
And then I fill out this form.
All
right.
And then my team will confirm it, and you'll get, as long as that's the next 24 hours, you will get the one-on-one.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. And that costs me 97 a month or 127 a month?
You choose the pricing for AI employee. The minimum you can do is 97. And then Go High Level gives me 40% of that. So it'd be 97 a month.
Okay.
a
What's the
minimum.
127 a month for?
I think you're just looking at, are you in your AI employee settings right now?
No, I'm looking
Yeah.
at your screen.
Yeah. So this is the price you set it at for your clients. So each sub account, you choose the price. Go High Level charges you 97 and gives me half or 40%. And then you can add another 47 for yourself.
Yeah, you can add whatever you want to on that. If you want to
Yeah.
add 100 or 200, that's what they recommend the price on there
So
is to add that extra.
so technically, if it's your business you're turning it on for, you're going to be upcharging yourself a little bit, but it's coming right back to you in your own agency. So it shouldn't matter.
Okay.
Diana, nice to meet you.
Thank you.
Nice, no problem. So Diana just joined late. I think we're about to, and then iPhone, what's your name? Because I want to recognize you in the chats. iPhone 772 on the with the red shirt on. Or Diana. You guys can both introduce yourself if you want real quick. I'm about to call the meeting. We're an hour over, but I want to introduce myself to you guys if you want to for a second. You guys are welcome to come off mute.
I think Diana's out.
Yeah.
Oh, she's here.
She's here.
She's here. iPhone.
And then we've got iPhone 2. I think they may be, there we go. What's up,
Hi.
Diana? How are you?
Hi, I'm good, thank you.
Good. Well, nice to meet you. I think we may have had a glitch that told people the meeting was later. So normally, it's okay. I'm gonna tell you what to do. So normally the non-client sessions, like for newcomers, on Saturdays that starts at 1, and on Tuesdays and Thursdays it's at 2. All of the replays are on my YouTube, and so you can go back and just watch exactly what we just went through if you want to. I give away a bunch of free stuff that I've been putting together for a few years for you guys. But you can go to the YouTube and look up Rob's Gone MIA.
Okay.
I'll drop the link here for you. I'm gonna go in the live. So you see I'm live right now, and this is the one you'd want to see. I'm gonna drop this in the chat for you. But you're gonna get a text when we're getting ready for Tuesday again anyway. So I'll be back here on Tuesday.
Thank you.
No problem. Well, I think we had a successful meeting. Chris, I'm going to plan on giving you a quick call after. I'm going to eat some food first, if that's all right. I'm starving. And I will see you guys all soon. Thank you so much. I love spending my Saturday mornings with you guys, and I will see you soon.
Thanks for everything, Rob.
No problem. Bye, guys.